recording.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we're going again. This is the setup on this, but I guess I need to set this up. There we go. So now it'll set up, but the stream has the map that we're going to be using, and then the little logo in the corner. There's a little bit of wasted space, but I'll figure it out. I'm not really worried about it. All right, so we're here. We're over here on Jeju, kind of on this little line. There's the planet that we're here. And you guys, the tracker. So I was talking to Alex about this. I said that you guys can see where the tracker's going, but it's going to hyperspace jump, and hyperspace jumping takes a considerable amount of time, like several hours to get certain destinations. Like, it's fast traveling, but you're still going over like light years. So it's not an instant thing. It's not like we just jump in, pop out. For the sake of timing, we can say like, all right, you pop in, no one wants to do anything cool, we pop out. But 6, 8, 10 hours may have passed depending on what it is, or 2 or 3 depending on where we're going. But time does pass. So you guys see the tracker blip off, and it's heading like out. It's going up towards this direction. Basically, you have 2 options. You can try to trace it through hyperspace, which means you're just going to like shoot in the same direction it's going, and then when you see it pop out, you'll have to drop out, reposition, and go back in. It's not super crazy, but it just means it'll like take a little bit. Or you can just sit here and wait until it pops out, and then track it. Waiting means you're just kind of doing nothing for a while. We don't have to sit here and play out every hour of you guys sitting on your butt. But those are your 2 biggest options, because you can try to follow it, and you're just going to like kind of shoot the same direction, and then when it drops out, you're like, oh, drop out. And if you're far away, then you'll just have to make another jump. Or you can just wait and jump directly to where it goes. But it'll be 6, 8, 10 hours ahead, depending on how far away it is and where it stops. So as a collective, you guys are like, oh, what the fuck are we going to do? Oh, the tracker. We're going to fucking pursue it. And you guys notice that it's in hyperspace, and it's going like this way. So it's going right across all of space here. And
I don't see any advantage to waiting currently. Like, unless we had something else to do in the meantime, like just idling doesn't seem wise.
right. At least you're getting closer to it without wasting time.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
Just to make sure I understand correctly, space travel, as far as Star Wars is concerned, kind of treats it just linearly, like you would in the sky. There's no, like, you're supposed to not just go through the middle. You have to, like, follow the orbits, you know.
So there is these little white lines are what are called hyperspace lanes or hyperspace routes or hyperhighways or whatever.
But everywhere else, you can just go normally, right?
Right. And these routes just make it quicker. So if we got on one of these routes and went, it just reduces the time in which it takes to travel, because it's like a streamlined channel.
Right.
We're just
but it's not like we have to worry about, like, if we got too close to this other planet following this thing, that we're going to get pulled into their orbit.
Right.
Yeah.
If you now, when you pop out of hyperspace, when you guys make a hyperspace jump, someone has to program the computer with an astrologian check. A failed astrologian check, and then initiating the hyperspace is what will cause all that to happen. So if you like bomb an astrologian check, and you're like, we all die. You guys could very well just smash into something stupid. You could like pop out in some asteroid. You could just pop out right in a planet. The point of the computer.
Who's our pilot again?
The droid, DK-56. So,
Kilrick, how confident do you feel in your asteroid checker astrology check?
Kilrick has it too. So you have his stuff, right? Alex?
I should have a sheet. Let me double check.
Okay, no problem. I know I have it. I can pull it up.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay. So,
I would say that Kilrick is pretty confident in his astrogation, however you say it.
Yeah. I think it's I never say it right, but it's astrogation. It's like navigation.
Astrogation. Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But I say astronavigation because I think astro-navigation, and there's no N in there. I'm just stupid. So I do that every time. And they're like, he's got the astronavigation again, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. So
that all sounds good.
Yeah. So you guys, if Kilrick feels he can do it, then you guys are just gonna jump in. He'll program astrogation, son of a bitch, and then you guys will just go. And as long as he succeeds, there is a chance, like if he fails it, You guys are trying to recover. So my other group, astrogation is the skill they didn't realize that no one had. So they go to jump, and he almost crashed into the planet twice.
Oh man.
And they're like, what the fuck is going on? And he's such a cocky pilot that they're like, you have it wrong. And he's like, yeah, whatever. I'll be fine. And just ignores them. And they're like, we're gonna fucking die. So someone literally just stepped over, like, into his chair and fucking pulled the throttle back and dropped us out of hyperspace. Like, no. And luckily...
Can other players with pilot skills assist with the check?
They can assist. So astrogation is intelligence and astrogation. So if someone has an astrogation like 2 or 3, they can team up with Connor, who has a fucking intelligence of 1,000,000.
High intelligence.
Right.
Million.
So Connor can help program that. And the way a true assist is if you are skilled in it. So if you have a high intelligence, Connor can offer his intelligence, and they'll use their astrogation skill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
So that will like seriously benefit the situation.
Damn.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay. So what is Kilrick's astrogation?
He's got a level 2 astrogation with 2 intellect.
Okay. So you're going to swap out the 2 intellect for Connor's. I think you have 5, don't you?
That's 5.
Yeah, so Connor's 5 intellect. So Kilrick is the one doing this skill, so Kilrick will roll off. But what you're going to roll is you're going to roll, it's going to be 2 yellow dice because you're upgrading 2 of them for the astrogation skill, and it's going to be 3 green die because those are what's left over for the upgrade. So you have 5 dice total, and you upgrade 2 of them, which means you got 2 yellow and 3 green.
All right, and what's the difficulty?
So this is pretty unfamiliar territory, and if you look a straight line, there's a ton of shit in the way. So it's going to be hard, which is 3 purple. Before you roll, one thing we need to do that I never remember is destiny points. So every one of you take whatever respective thing you have to roll with, and roll just 1 white dice. So EOTE dice roller. Roll just 1 white die. These white die down here. Just roll 1 of these bad boys, and then tell me what you get.
I got the same thing. That's fine.
I got 1 black die,
Okay.
which reminds me, I did an experiment today, and I do not trust my dice roller.
The one online.
Yeah, for me, I had fun rolling that, and I got where not a single white die with all 3, 25% of the time.
Jeez.
80 times. Yeah.
David got 1 black as well.
No.
Yes.
Oh, you did.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he said he got the same thing.
I thought
I did too.
Daryl got 1 as well.
Really?
Valsim, what do you have? It's up to you.
Looks like we're the evil.
I got 1 white one.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for Kilrick, and I will roll for Maddox. And Tink, I doubt she's ever going to like really play, so I'll probably just treat her like an NPC, which is the Jawa. You have a little Jawa with you that I always forget about.
Kilrick got 2 white.
It's 3 and 3, and then I'll roll for Maddox, and Maddox gives you guys 2 white. Holy balls, you guys came out ahead on that one. So the total dice pool is 9, and you guys have 6 or 5. 5, I'm sorry. You have 5. Oh wait, let me do math again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 8. So 8 is total. You have 5, which is good. So on this check, if you're like, man, we really got to chase this dude, you could burn a destiny point on this, and you could get an upgrade to his dice. Now you have a really big roll because of Connor's intelligence. So there's no real worry about this. But if you felt it necessary, you could use a destiny point up, and it would improve your roll all the more.
What's the difficulty on this?
It's hard. It'll be 3 purple. Sorry, I think I think I paused it to go to like talk about the destiny point stuff.
Right. Alright, so we got 3 successes, a triumph, and 3 threats.
Damn. So, all right. So you punch in the astrogation. You've got a clear shot. You look like based on the trajectory with the Triumph, you look like you may actually like not beat him time wise, but you may land like in the same spot he's going. Like you feel like trajectory, you should be dead on wherever he's going. The 3 threats, you got 3 right?
Yep.
So the 3 threats, in the back of your head, there's a small chance, or I guess Kilrick, in the back of his head, and he probably wouldn't say anything because he's probably a little cocky.
Right.
There may be a chance that he pops out exactly where this other ship landed. So you're slightly behind, but if the other ship like pops out and just stays, there's a good chance you could just like pop out right on top of it. So that's if that happens.
Wreck into it.
Like drop out of hyperspace, literally on top of this thing. You guys have a considerably bigger ship than his ship, but it just depends. So I don't know if you like. He feels confident in it, but in the back of his head, he's like, "Man, we may be too good."
Just to establish, are we all like wearing our seatbelts and stuff?
There's plenty of room in this ship to like be in seats. There's two gunner chairs. I need more desk space.
I'm gonna keep standing and tie my hair to something to hold me
if
up.
we do get in a crash, like potentially we're kind of like attached to something.
I mean, we're out in space, so if we crash, we're gonna fucking die anyway. It doesn't matter.
Well, probably,
So
but I just I'll feel better if my body isn't smashed across the entire side of the ship.
So if I'm not mistaken, you guys got the YV-929 armor transport, which if you didn't, well, you got it now. So you have 1 pilot spot, 1 co-pilot spot, and 2 gunners. So 4 of you, which conveniently there are 4 of you actually functional, can actually take a spot that has an established like place. Now there are spot for 6 passengers that could sit like and strap yourselves in if something happened or whatever. But while the ship's going, no one has to do anything. You guys could just chat or whatever. The other pilot decided he wanted to have a fetish for comics, so it's whatever you want to do. This is totally your thing. You have... I better make a note of all these freaking characters that I'm controlling. DK56, Tink, Nanier.
No, I don't know.
Maybe I'll drop off like Tink or something somewhere. We'll find a star. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who am I missing? Tink, DK, Tink, Nanier, Maddox. Wow, I can't believe I forgot Maddox.
Yeah.
So, you guys are set to go on here.
Kilrick is definitely going to take at least the co-pilot seat if we're having the droid fly us anywhere.
Okay. But I mean, Kilrick can take the main speed on this because Kilrick is the one who programmed it. Now he doesn't have to, but the droid is there. The droid will, since the droid is built to be a pilot, the droid will pilot without any question if he is given the ability to pilot. But he is not going to contest someone on it. He will express his feelings about how he will do better than they will. Like he'll be like, I feel like that's an illogical choice. Like, I would provide much better skill here, and here. Like, how could he possibly compute better than a computer?
Right.
I thought of our droid last night when we were watching the movie, and the droid got an oil bath.
Yeah.
That's definitely he lost his shit about that. Okay, damn, yeah. So he's definitely the one you want to do this. Although he has no... What?
What's the droid's astrogation?
It's I actually need to open it up. For some reason, so when you open up these programs in certain things, his astrogation is 2, so it's the same as...
Okay, same as Kilrick.
Yep. Yeah, but he has some monstrous piloting. Like 5 fucking skills in space piloting and 4 in planetary. And he has 5 agility. He is scary. He is ridiculously scary. He could pilot us into
Alex
the
is
sun and
stepping
out.
away. My brother is here for whatever reason.
Okay, no problem. He's got to do what he got to do, or whatever. It's no big deal. So if Kilrick goes to plan this in, and the droid's like, I feel like it's illogical to have you do this. Let me sit in this spot. And he just like squeezes in and sits down. Like Kilrick's like programming stuff in, standing up, and the droid just like moves in and sits down in the chair. Kilrick gets the astrogation program, and the droid's like, that will suffice, and then just presses a button, and you guys jet off into hyperspace. So the ship is traveling from Jeju here to kind of just like out here. It looks like your projected path is somewhere right here next to this. This is called like Jaga 2. It's like right here somewhere. You're not sure like what the goal is. You're just chasing some dude who's running away with Kilrick's ship.
Yeah, you want vengeance.
You guys are definitely on vengeance. So
Slap him around a bit.
you have a lot of time, so I don't know what you guys want to do. If you care to interact, you guys aren't like super familiar with each other. You guys had that little moment in the you guys want some M&Ms? You guys have moments.
Peanut M&Ms?
They are
Can we
peanut
roll
M&Ms.
to see if they kill Stargazer for being too chipper yet?
They might kill Circus. Although the
I think
Vracta
Riza
will
likes
just
her, so it's alright.
that's good. And since Riza has the strongest leash, I say everyone else just follows suit.
Right? Oh.
Yeah, I think she's the only character that like is earnest. All the rest of the people you're with, poor Risa, is like a-holes and strangers and people who are like, look, we're kind of good, but I'm totally gonna fuck these people over. Like, we're good.
Right.
Like, I've seen some shit. So
And then the bounty hunter who's getting like 30% of the budget
Yeah,
or
right.
something.
yeah, Maddox,
Yeah.
and then your other bounty hunter who's not getting anything. What the fuck is that one?
Right?
What's with
Nin
that?
here?
Nanir, yep.
Yeah.
Nanir's your weak way.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Who's
it's
probably the most motivated to catch the stupid Bothan because she
Yeah, she's
fails
She
in her
failed, yeah.
capture.
she is
whatever.
she's pretty determined. She doesn't fail often. She's only failed one other time. Well, she didn't really fail, but she had a run-in with some other bounty hunter and it didn't go so well.
Oh, snap.
Oh snap! So she's a little vengeful and shit like that. So you guys are traveling. If you guys wish to socialize, technically on a gap like this, it's probably like 6 hours. I will tell you this: the Astrologian or the Kilrick would be able to provide you with the hyperspace, the hyperdrive in this ship is a class 2, which doesn't mean a whole lot to you guys, but it's slower than his. The one in his ship is a class 1. So his ship is slightly faster. So he's probably going to come out like on a 6-hour voyage, he's probably going to come out like 2 hours ahead. So he's going to be a little ahead, but just because the technology in your ship versus his. The hyperdrive is this is a bigger ship and it's harder to push it. And it's also like a slower drive. So
can I say that Stargazer, after, she filled her belly completely, took her companion pet and in this large ship had fun doing races around the hallways and trying to see how fast they could go?
Absolutely. I'm sure some people may not take so kindly to that, but
Well, I mean, her pet needs to keep, their exercise and, physical exercise, mental, you don't want an angry Vractal.
right, you definitely don't. Okay, so look at this. How convenient is this? Here is a I like that one better. So I don't like that one, but so this is what your ship looks like, which I think I showed you before, and then this where the fuckles? Here we go. So
Nope.
here is a picture I just found because I'm cheap and I'm not gonna make one myself of bananas. Oh, photo bucket, I'm gonna kill you. Alright. So
this
here
photo
is
bucket been around like
for
100 years
yeah,
at least.
probably more than that. Since before the internet.
I still have my old like middle school photo bucket account.
Yeah.
From MySpace,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
God.
yeah. I haven't even looked into that stuff.
So here's the setup of the ship. The 5 is the lift tube that goes up and down. So this is the main level. This is the other level. The upper level is where the piloting stuff is. So the cockpit. 7, which is here, are your 2 gunnery stations. You guys actually sit to the side. Whoever wants to sit in those. Boarding ramp is 8, which is here, which drops down so you guys can get in it. Engineer room is 9, and crew quarters on 10
Okay, that's enough.
is a double bunk here. So this is 2 bunks apiece. This is triple bunk on there, and the galley is wherever the galley is. Dome-shaped parlor. So this is a parlor here. There's probably enough room in here, unless you want to just run up and down the main fucking drag of the ship. Like so.
What about the? Hold on, scroll up a little bit. The upper deck. Am I understanding that correctly? Where we could have ran in a circle around that?
So this is the port and starboard cargo holds. So these are just like this is where it's open, so you can these doors will be open, and you can literally just like run in circles right here.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think she's also going to, because she's got the fancy feet with like the terrain thing, so she's probably crawling all over
Everything.
stuff. Yep.
Sounds good. So for the pilot and co-pilot, there's the sound of nails fucking scratching the shit out of this thing like constantly. Mind you, this is a
And don't
6-hour
forget-
flight. Yeah. And then like they'll like run around, they'll like come around to the side, and then her pedal will be running this way, and she'll like catch up with it where they're face to face, and you'll hear like and then it starts going the other way. It's like a dog on linoleum.
Guys, I'm just not. No, go lie down.
Yeah. So he's like, no, and presses the fucking button. So him, the droid, and are there any gunners that are staying up here? You guys are just chilling out somewhere? Yeah, I'll make sure. What?
I want to go through cargo hold and maybe
Okay. So just so you know, the cargo hold is the hot seat. This is where they're running around in. So you like step out, and they're just like running around you. They'll like skirt by. You just like
Bob and weave.
Yep. Get out of the way. Slides past is just going. Yeah. So and you guys can assign like spots where you want to be most of the time and all that. It's all good. The docking. What?
The cruise in the passenger cabin.
Say it again.
Check the cruise quarters in the passenger's cabin.
So it looks like this thing just barely had enough supplies to like make a trip. So you have the food consumption in the cargo hold, but there's not really a whole lot of like amenities in here. Like this ship was, or I guess the alliance that we're working with, were not well funded. Like it's bare bones on this ship. The ship is a decent ship. It's not bad. Like it's not horrible. It just you don't have a shit ton of resources to go with. The upper deck is like right in here, and you guys are in this belly of this ship just running amok. Actually, you guys are in the upper part because you're right by the top of it. So,
Are you able to save that to the drive or something?
yep, I can actually. So I honestly might have it in there because I just don't think about shit when I do it. So in the drive, we go back to campaign, items and vehicles, and no, I don't have. Look at that. So this is the thing, but I need to. Let me change the file name real quick. SCYLLA.
Does that have that layout thing that you had?
That's what I'm gonna add it in there.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
in the book.
So what I can do later. Actually, you know what? So this is the beauty of the Mac. So I'm literally going to go right on here. And shit. I have to... Alright, I'm going to make this a little complicated. So I'm going to upload this stupid thing. On the Mac, I can add it right to this file. And then I'll share this file with you guys, and you guys can go to... I don't think I... Oh, I did write all the shit on it. Look at that. So... Let's... Oh my god, I have so much shit open on my computer. It's going to have a freaking conniption. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load this right to here. Okay, that's synced up. And then I'm going to go over here.
Aw, that background.
Oh yeah, my dead couple background. I'm sorry, that's weird. Did I say that? That's horrible.
Dead couple background.
I mean, they're both dead one way or another.
There was a post, this is kind of out of it, but there was a post on Reddit that had a bunch of pictures off of the new movie, like the set of the new movie, and they have a lot of really great pictures of Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, there's
A lot of really good
the like
ones. It's really sad.
sepia tone stuff. The, like,
What do you mean?
It's sepia. It's like brown colored. The whole picture is like they have a ton of stuff. Yeah. Western would be a good
Like
way to
antique?
put it. Yes, antique.
It
There's
wasn't, no. I mean, it was, they're really pretty. They were dark, but they weren't
Like
antique looking.
Yeah, I saw a bunch with them like together with Carrie Fisher and a bunch of the different people, and they were like doing pictures for the next movie, and it was like a sepia color, which is like just where everything's kind of a brown wash, that Western, and it looks so awesome. So in 2 seconds on the Mac, I went on here, and if I go back to this page, look, that one picture is gone, and if I go to this file and I give it a second, okay, now I give it a second, go in here, and there it is.
Yay!
So I will get a shareable link, and I will put this, I'll put it in Messenger for right now, and then I will put it on your guys' thing where I make a spot for the ship. So here's a link to it. You guys can get to it. It doesn't have a whole lot on it. It has the stats for the ship, and then it has that picture, and it has the layout. So if you guys want to do stuff with it or set it up, you guys can just want it. And I will go...
I'm visually handicapped, so that's really good for me.
Right, it's always good to have it. So wiki, what I can do here is like look, see vehicles, right here. Oh, apparently I didn't actually make these links. So this website's really cool. As simple as boop 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 oops
Toolbar
boop
board.
boop, and now that's a link. And save it. And now I can click on this one, boop, and it'll create a page. And I'm gonna put this shareable link in here. So I'm gonna let you guys see this, which is Archmill Honey Sipcore and Walseam. And it's just it's a link to that Google Drive thing. And actually, if I do it right, I'm so used to the Mac that I tried to like do the shortcuts from the Mac. Oh, it didn't do it, that B hole. Okay, of course it's gonna be butthead. But anyway, you can copy and paste this link. There we go. So now I can actually make this the way I want to make it. Holy crap, look at how jacked up that is.
Yeah, the toolbars on top of those little boxes,
So-
they're something to see.
So you can see GM plus all of you. So if you go to Wiki, and you go to Vehicles, and you go to down here at the bottom, haha, you can't see that. Son of a bitch. Holy tits. Okay, let's try this again. I did that other thing where you guys can access it, but you can't actually see the page. All right.
There we go.
So yellow link right here. You guys can now click on this, and other people are just going to see this blank white thing. But if you click on this link, it'll bring you right to that sheet in the drive. Boop, boop. And then I'll put like the picture of it in there so you guys don't have to click on it necessarily. Maybe you forget what it looks like or you just want to look at it. I can load these images right into it, but 90% of the time we're going to look at it from this. So this gives you like the visual of it. All right. So that's all the way on there. That's that. Let's go back to the map. You guys are on here. Whoa. It didn't like that. Where are you, buddy? Where the hell? Oh. Like, where
Not
the
to
heck?
interrupt, but I can't really see the vehicle. I click the link and it's blank.
On the website? So on vehicle sheets, and then this link here, you click on it, and it doesn't show a yellow down here at the bottom like this?
No, it doesn't.
Maybe, are you signed in as you on the website? Like, does it show your little icon up here in the left corner?
You know what? I'm not.
There, that'll
Hold
do
on.
it. That's fine. It happens a lot because I'll do it. For me, I wouldn't be able to see all this stuff at all. So I try to like go to the website and to just immediately log in. So then you can see it. So being logged in is what gives you the authority to do all that stuff. And then
Yeah.
got it now?
Yeah.
Cool. So there you go on that. We've got that set up on there. And then let's get rid of this page.
This site is so cool.
It is very cool. And like I said, me, Adam, and Danny, we've been following this since they started like their Kickstarter. We're like, oh, this is going to be awesome. And we all like pitched into it. We've been doing this since the beginning, and it's really great. And they've done so much stuff to it. We're excited to see where they'll go with it, and I just need to stay on it. So I'll be a little butt. But Adam's campaign, if we go to, this is the fantasy campaign that I play in, so this is not Star Wars, this is just whatever. It is fucking, his Wikipedia pages are like, let's go to places of interest.
Oh, wow.
Look, he has all like so much shit filled out. And I'm like, dude, I don't have that much time. Here's people. Oh yeah, look at all these people. Where's my character? Oh yeah, the White Witch. Oh yeah. So, yeah, but he has tons of stuff filled out. There's all this shit, like he goes to town. And I'm like, yeah, that kind of sounds good. But I don't, look at all these fucking characters he has made. This is the dude from Hannibal or the guy from Rogue One. It's a picture of him. I like all this stuff, but yeah. So it's cool, and he steampunk background, all shit like that. It's awesome. My campaigns are like super funky. This is my fantasy one. It's all we used to use Tech to make our little avatars, which I fucking love, but they're really corny looking. They're like little
They're
things.
cute.
I like them a lot. And then you can see which Danny and Adam had to make real pictures. They wouldn't do the little stupid corny ones. Yeah, but then we have all our shit, and there's islands and all our shit in my continent. So it's cool. It's been around forever. A lot of cool stuff you can do, or it's been around for a while. Anyway, back where we were. So you guys are hyperspace jumping, and this actually fuels a lot of time since technically you're just driving. Volcine, you search around, and there's not a lot of shit on the ship. You've got enough food to last you guys a while, and you've got plenty of room. Like there's so much potential in this ship. Just doesn't have a lot of resources. It's just not. There's not a lot of stuff in it. You have the concussive missiles. You have like maybe 10 more. So the ship can hold 10 concussive missiles in each of its like missile launchers. It has 3 missile launchers, 2 up front and 1 in the back, and there's 10 each. So you have 30, and you have an additional set. So you have 60 concussive missiles, which are good, but you have like a very limited number.
I check and make sure everything
is set up and all that.
is
Like,
loaded, ready to go. Yeah.
Yep. So you check
In
it
case
out.
we run into trouble.
Right. Everyone runs into trouble. But So yeah, they look like they're loaded and good to go. You've set up. It's a pretty solid ship, but just it's empty. Dude, this lounge looks baller in here. It's got like a kitchen and some other shit. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
That's gonna be part of my next action. Put the hammock in.
Yeah, just put it in here. Or you probably should put it somewhere where no one's gonna fuck with. Like maybe in one of these. These are they're like the docking rings. So when you dock normally to a place, that's how you would come into it. And then the cargo lift is like to load in cargo would be 1 here, and then you guys can load up and down through 8. So yeah, it's maybe you should put a hammock in one of these loading rings. Just stay away from all the crazy. So you guys traveling? Is there anything you guys want to do together before we just like fast travel through it? And you know, say it's probably 6 hours. It's honestly more like it takes you guys 8 hours and it takes him 6.
From all the shit that we got off of the planet, we ever go through that?
Yeah. Let me.
I thought Connor had done that.
Connor did it, but I never gave him the list for it. So, let me. Or I did. Did I give you a list? No. Yeah, I did. I did give you a list. It was right then and there, wasn't it? I sent you a text message. But there were 3 things I needed to give you that I didn't give you. Let me see. I could have swore I did, but I'm not sure what all extra I didn't give you. Okay, so I gave you. You got comlinks. I don't think I gave you extra shit. Yeah, so you've got all the stuff you got, which is your data pad. You have 3 hollow messengers, 5 comlinks, 1 general purpose scanner, 1 scanner goggles, 3 binders, 1 comm jammer, 1 electronic lock breaker, which I think you took for yourself, recall, and 4 breath masks / respirators, and 1 toolkit. So that's what you guys got out of that. On there, you got nothing to actually like fix people if they get fucked up. So
we got communication devices, but no medicine or anything like that.
Right,
is what
right.
you're saying.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
certainly know where each other are, but not really sure how to fix each other if something goes wrong. Did you have a good nap? Yeah.
I'm gonna pee in.
Do we know what's
You gonna what?
going to be shared between us? What he's going to tell us about, anyway?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
We know what's going to be shared in between us, or what he's going to tell us about.
What is who gonna tell us about?
Like, if he's going to hand out some comms or whatever, each of us, so we can communicate.
Oh yeah. No, he can.
We're not
so-
near each other.
Right. So let's say when you guys got up, like you guys got on the ship and you started exploring. When you guys got in, so when you guys got in, it would have been from 8 here, and you guys all piled everyone into here, and they were like, let's get out, and you got everyone out. And it was just you guys in there. If you want, we can say then that he distributed them, or if you guys want to go through an RP on this ship and he can distribute it, because maybe he's like, you get a comlink, you get a hollow messenger. Hollow messengers mean you can see the person, but they have to have a hollow messenger as well. And a comlink is like a walkie-talkie or like a radio. It just like chirps on and it goes off. It works like a cell phone or like a 2-way radio kind of. So whatever you guys want to do. If you guys want to have distributed it, or if you want to distribute it now, it doesn't matter to me.
It's up to whoever's got the bag, right?
Canair.
An air, French.
Yeah. He's Conair. Steve
that
Buscemi's on here.
Aside from that, I mean, I think I'm good at just.
Okay.
do it.
You guys are getting acclimated. We can say like you guys are familiar with the ship. Connor, if you want to figure out who you want to give what to, you got, as far as communication, you got 5 comlinks and 3 hollow messengers. There are technically 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of you. But like the droid will stay on the ship. The droid could care less about getting off or whatever. Like he will acclimate to the ship or whatever ship you guys have, and he will be pilot. Tink will go into engineering, and she'll stay in engineering. So you've got Tink in engineering. And then you've got your 2 like bodyguard types who will stay with you. So really, there's Ninier, Maddox, and then there's the 5 of you including Kilrick. So if you want to distribute any of that stuff, you're more than welcome to pass it out or just harbor it all, whatever you want to do. Or just like put it in the supply area and be like, shit's there. Have fun. I know we can't hear us. That would probably be why. Like I'm
I
like,
was wondering what was going on.
No, we can't hear you, which would explain. I'm like just reiterating it. Like just let me just go through it one more time. If you want, you can distribute stuff. If not, whatever. But we can't hear. That's why I'm just repeating the same thing over and over again.
It's weird.
It's weird. Add to group call. Boom, boom. I hear things. Yep. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Can you hear us?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, but I can't see you guys.
Can't see me.
Let me see.
Oh god, that's not. How do I go back?
What did you do?
I don't know. Dynamic view. There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Because it's
Oh,
make.
okay.
What the?
Yeah.
Oh god. There we go.
Woo! Sorry about that.
You're fine.
Wow.
It happens.
So David was saying.
Yeah, I was trying to explain what I did with all the equipment.
Sorry.
I was like, what?
Yeah, we're like.
Yeah, when I went to the ship, the idea was that I just went and grabbed all this junk off the ship, and I lugged it and threw it into the other ship, and I kept a few items for myself, and then whoever wants whatever they can go into the bag and get what they want.
So what items did you keep for yourself? The network data pad is yours anyway. So
Yeah.
What did you keep for yourself?
I wanted to keep a comlink,
Okay.
scanner goggles, and then the electronic lock breaker,
Okay, so
and possibly the toolkit, but I don't know if that's going to be. I
No,
don't know
you
if I
can-
lug it around.
I mean you can carry it.
Okay.
Put it in your room.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys will establish what rooms are what. Comlink 4 GPS C G. This is gonna be super shorthand. Binders. You guys got some binders. Everyone loves a good binder.
Hell yeah.
Stuff's getting freaky. Nanir knows something about some binders.
Damn right.
Not what he's talking about.
Binders are like police cuffs.
Yeah, handcuffs.
Yeah.
Again,
Oh, okay.
I don't know
thought
what
you were
he's talking
three-ring
about.
binders.
Oh, I didn't even get that reference. I thought you were talking. Okay, former teacher here. I thought you meant. You know.
Like
School
like a
binder
folder.
notebook.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about three-ring binders.
That's that wasn't what we were talking about. Wait, whoa, what are you guys talking about here? Because I was talking about binders, like notebooks. What do you? He got some notebooks. Don't you guys need notebooks? You guys need some.
No,
Oh well, then I don't know what just happened.
me neither.
Okay, so
Move on.
all right, we're back here on the ship. So you've got there. So everyone can take whatever. When he got on the ship, he just set it up. We'll say, like he put the bag. Probably came up when you guys came up for the first time, and everyone's kind of figuring out what they're doing. And maybe right here on like the circuit bay, where all the shit is right next to it, he set this bag, and he's like, "All shit's here."
Yep.
Okay. So.
Does the ship have an intercom?
Yes. So from several points of the ship, basically every room will say that there's a form of communication on it. You can talk to like specific rooms, or when you guys have comms, you can talk to a comm on there. You're like accessing the ship's comms to talk to either individually or to talk to the whole ship or talk to a specific room. The only thing you can't do is take a comm and talk to the ship without being connected to the ship. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you can call a walkie-talkie, but you can't use a walkie-talkie to call the ship.
Oh no, Kilrick and Volseem go ahead and grab a communicator.
Okay, comlink.
Yeah,
Someone
Stargazer's
kept-
not interested.
Yeah, okay, she's running in circles around
Yeah,
the
we're
area.
running
Yeah.
in circles. We got more important things to do.
Reese is gonna grab a comlink, but
Okay.
she's more focused on getting her headspace back. She's gonna find somewhere to meditate and kind of absorb and digest this
All
whole
the
leadership
shit.
role she's not sure about. So that's
Right.
probably what she's gonna do for the duration of the trip.
Sounds good. You want it somewhere quiet? Do you want somewhere a little more like?
How quiet can it be when they're running circles above your head?
So it depends on where you are. Like if you went into one of these crew quarters, like there's no one else in there, so you could get yourself pretty quiet in like just the single bunk crew quarter. It's just like you in one of these bunks. So the side that says 10, there's like 2 bunks on top of each other. That's what these white things are here. And then there's like a
Okay.
restroom, and on the side with 11, there's 3 on top, so that you're a little more cramped in there. But it's you could get in one of those rooms, shut everything up, and it would be pretty quiet. You'd hear like the hum of the engine, but that would be it.
All right, yeah, that's what Reese is gonna do.
Okay, so that leaves 1 comlink, 3 hollow messengers. So Nanir and Maddox are going to take 2 of the hollow messengers. And the droid's just going to stay on the ship, so he's not worried about the ship. Nanir is going to take one of the breath masks.
Which rooms have how many beds again?
The rooms that say 10 have 2 beds stacked on top of each other. The rooms that say 11 have 3 beds stacked on top of each other.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So Nanir is going to take a breath mask, and Maddox is going to take all the binders. He just grabs like all the handcuffs with 3 in hand. He's like, and just like sets them on his belt. He looks like he's going to have a.
So that's the rest of the loot.
There's still a bit left. There's still a general purpose scanner. There's still scanner goggles. There's no more binders. There's actually 1 comlink, 1 hollow messenger, and a comm jammer, and there are 3 breath masks left.
What's the environment that the breath masks are for? Is that space or is that like water?
It gives you 10 minutes of oxygen no matter where you are. So it's like a mask with a little tank to it, and it gives you 10 minutes of oxygen. So if the ship exploded right now and somehow you guys were okay, but floating in space, the Lyre would have 10 minutes of oxygen, and that you guys would have like 2.5.
All right, so I guess Volsine will grab one of those and then head down to one of the 10 areas and start his meditation. Or
Sounds good.
I'll
gonna
take the
meditate
scanner
with me?
doc. I
no,
thought
I'm going to go to the other room. Fuck all that.
finished.
We could
You
do a
guys
whole
heard David?
dance thing. Huh?
The scanner goggles. I
Yeah.
wanted to keep these too.
I
Okay.
think I already have some of those.
You might. So left over is just a general purpose scanner, 2 breath masks, 1 comm jammer, hollow messenger, and comic. And the stuff is there. So if you guys decide you want to pick it up before you leave, you're more welcome to grab stuff. On there.
I already have a comm link too.
Yeah. So you may not need one. See in there.
Yeah.
So then,
So I'm gonna put it back.
no problem. You're like,
Yes, sweet.
I'm not gonna be greedy. My bad.
I don't need to. I don't need to.
So Tink and DK56, I'm not going to take anything. DK56 stays in the pilot seat. He's going to just be there. And Tink's going to go to the engine room in the very back on 9 here. So I love that I point at the screen. You guys, you can't see where my hands go. But you guys sit up. There's your ship. Good to go. You guys travel unless you guys want to do anything else. Risa's meditating. Volsim is meditating. Volsim, you have a force rating of 1.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll your force rating just for sake. So there is a left 10, a right 10, a left 11, a right 11. Risa, what room are you going in? And Volsim, what room are you going in? Or are you going in the same room? This is me pulling down my glasses.
Different rooms.
Okay. Oh, well.
Oh.
Way to speak for everyone.
Oh.
Maybe he goes into one room and you're like, fuck
Aren't
it,
you
I'm
the
coming
two
in.
that know each other?
I mean-
aren't you guys aren't there characters? I mean, the only 2 characters that know each other.
Kilrick, her, and him, they all know each other, but kind of
We'll go
loosely.
in opposite tens.
Okay. It's tense.
Sounds so disappointed.
Not just
That means you can have a lady room. Woo!
nice. I'm okay with that.
is that
Do your
just a one
circles
white
for a
die?
minute before you come down.
Burn
here,
out some
okay?
energy. Mom's like, go. The mom of the group's like, go run in circles, and then you can come and we can play. Just go burn some energy, and then we're gonna go do whatever. So, you guys go in separate rooms. Volseem, did you roll? Just roll one force die.
Yeah, it's a one white one, right? Yeah, I got the 2 white.
So, Risa, as a little benefit to you, you want to feel the force. You feel it, but you don't have that connection like a force user would have. When he draws from the force while he's meditating, he draws strong enough that you can like feel it pull through you. Like it feels good. It's not supposed to be like weird. I just mean like you guys are in
No, I
relatively
get
close
it.
proximity, and when he like meditates and draws onto the force, you feel it like pull through you. It's probably what drew you to protect him before even you knew who it was, or stand up for him before you knew what he was and all that was. You like that feeling of the connection to the force. So
Okay.
so that's that. Volseem's meditating now. You guys got gear. Risa's meditating now. Stargazer is like just running laps like a madwoman.
Version of meditating, you know.
Right. Yeah, that is exactly how you two meditate. This is run circles. Are you cold?
Breathing.
It's like 1,000,000 degrees in here. So
Like 8 hours to tinker.
right.
Well, I was wondering about that. I was waiting until everyone else figured out what they were doing. Is there anything that I could possibly improve on the ship itself?
Yeah, I mean, you have 6 hours. You have quite a bit of time. It just is what you would want to do. So your expertise would be like countermeasures and stuff. You
Yeah.
could set in like programs, so to speak, that when anyone tried to hack you or do anything like shut you down, it would rebuttal it or do the opposite. It's really about what you want to try to do.
Yeah.
And then we just
Install
like
a firewall or something on our.
yeah.
on our-
So let's call like reinforced countermeasures. So if you want to roll a computers check, it'll be a hard difficulty only because you're not used to the ship itself. Like you're good with systems, you're just like trying to get acclimated to the ship's thing. So it'll be 3 purple versus your computers check. I mean, not like 3 purple is even intimidating to your massive fucking computers check. But just drop the brainiac on there, and you say you're gonna drink.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm ahead of you,
Sounds
so-
like fun.
Yes. Cheers.
Yeah, but it takes you like 5 gallons of alcohol to get drunk.
Not
Don't
if
mind
I-
me. I was looking for my pencil.
It's all good.
Yeah. So I got 2 successes and 1 threat on that roll.
Okay. So you set up this countermeasure. I want to make sure I note it, otherwise I'll forget.
You can't sing in the background, can you?
Probably. No, you're fine. You want me to really clarify? Yes, they can sort of see in the background if they look real hard. Or man, this thing is all over the
It's
place.
fine. I keep looking down and petting my dogs, which is probably super weird if somebody's watching.
It's like I don't know how. There we go. I keep getting this all screen all messed up. There we go. Okay.
They're pathetic. You guys want to see them? They're
Yes!
actually pathetic here. Come here, guys. You see his face?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, tennis ball.
Oh, you can't really see him very
He's
well.
so
Hold on.
sad. Look at him just resting his head up. There's the dogs.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what are their names?
The big one there is Copper, and the little one is Mao.
Copper and Mao.
Mhm.
Captain Malcolm Reynolds.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's his name at the vet, Captain Malcolm Reynolds.
That's the name when you got him?
No, that's what we named him.
Oh God.
We were thinking about getting 2 so we can name them after like what's their names? The bad guys, like something in Dingo or something stupid like that. Remember the bad guys?
Their
Are
dog
the
is
little
named after
sketchy
Nick
guys?
and it's Mao. It's Captain Malcolm
Whatever.
Reynolds.
We're gonna
Hi,
name
Holly.
Krieger.
Okay. Alex, you just went way the hell up in my book.
Hey,
For the both of
look
you.
at
Out there already, she brought a margarita mix up
Yeah. Holly said Daryl is way the hell up in the book because she brought a shit ton of margaritas that day. So
Oh, I
Oh,
drank
shit.
most of them.
Top
We
notch.
drank most of them and made total asses of ourselves.
You were
so
fine.
There's that. Oh,
you were fine. I gave everyone back massages. There's weirder shit that happens. So
I don't remember that
I
part.
don't want that.
you don't remember that part?
Nope.
Oh,
I
Alex.
remember some shoulder rubbing.
Yeah, I was
I
like
remember
rubbing everyone's
seeing
shoulder.
that, but I wasn't
Oh,
concerned.
you know
about
what?
it.
I remember a little
remember
bit.
I need
that
to
now?
go to Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh
do.
man.
Before I watch these.
Hey,
But
Sorry.
David. Apparently, Michael is moving down here
Yeah, he's
is he
supposed to.
finally?
next week.
Just coming.
This coming week.
Good.
Yeah, this week
I can
actually.
understand why he's staying in Roswell for as long as he
Right.
has.
So. Yeah.
Yay!
Arizona is one of my favorite places in the world. I have a whole
It
bunch of
should be.
family that lives in Arizona. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
do you? So do I. That is why I'm here. But anything over 85 degrees is just awful.
Oh no, I love the desert. The drive is wonderful. Come out here and live in the swamp with us, where you need like gills.
Well,
to
I
breathe
also don't know what to do in snow, so
I want
I'm
gals.
here my life. So yeah.
What are you doing?
He's poking.
Oh, you getting her head? All right.
So anyway, you guys are
I
traveling for a
guess
while.
we're losing experience points right
You're,
now.
you're fine. If I cause the problem, you guys are fine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm never gonna punish you because I spend 20 minutes ranting about stupid shit or poking my wife on the fucking screen.
Careful how you word that.
I was surprised you didn't slap her booty. Just can't.
Okay, so you guys are traveling.
Yep.
You're on this ship that I can't find. Here, you guys going well. Unless you have anything. Oh, you got your countermeasures up, so that's good on there. But you feel like you may have, like if they got a triumph, they may have like a weird back door in. Like,
Yeah.
so if they got like if they were super super good, you may have like made a weird hole for them to get in. It would be
Gotcha.
it would be hard, but that's you got two threats. So like. You're thinking about it like, I may have to go back later and try to just reinforce this a little bit. So you guys going? You guys pop out. You guys are watching the monitor, and it looks like the ship pops out like 2.5, almost 3 hours earlier, which is even longer than you guys want. So that it seems like the flight is dragging on, like it just sucks. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just like, and the droid comes on. He's like, the ship is docked at Gyarados space. We are 3 hours behind. And it just like denotes everything that's happening, which is a little drone and annoying. But so he says they're going to Gyarados, which is this, or Gyarados. That's the G. Gyarados, which is here, which is like a plentiful amount of carrots, apparently. No, it's Gyarados here.
Everybody's orange and has super good eyesight.
Yeah, they're super good. Oh man. So Doc's there. You guys are coming behind him. So 3 more hours pass, and you guys get out. So you guys dock. I don't know what just happened, but I like it.
Both of our alarms went off.
Good. So for you guys are going to be really lucky. I'm going to just cheat, and instead of making maps for you guys, make things complicated, I am ripping shit straight out of the Star Wars MMO. So you guys are going to have awesome maps, and I'm just going to repurpose them.
Nice.
So, there's an area up here you guys can't see, but it's just like a docks. It's like a row of, it's like a tier of, like a dome area that you dock on, and then it like tears down a little bit, and another one tears down a little bit. So it's like a set of big stairs that each tier has another dock on it. You guys come in, and immediately this place looks shitty. Like seedy, shitty, funky. It's you just enter Las Vegas. There's like billboards everywhere. Everything's lit up, but it
Stop
looks.
by the 24-hour buffet.
It looks really shitty though, so it's like run down. Like people are just. It just looks chaotic. There's lights and shit everywhere. You guys dock on this thing. I don't know what you want to do, but like it looks like someone, a scroungy looking human, like is approaching the ship, and he's like waving his hand, and you can't hear what he's saying, but he's just like, I mean, the ship is big, so you're like, and your ship docks with a tube, so you don't have to like land on it. You like land beside it, and like dock to it. The ship will be stationary; it will be off, but it like docks mounted to the side of it, not like landed on the pad. Mm-hmm. So the ship kind of docks in place, locks in, and you guys can go through one of these tubes that are on like this side. So let's say this left side here. So you guys all have to go through there and come to it. But there's like someone at the front of the ship or like out on the other side of this tube like, but from the ship you have no clue what's being said. So I don't know what you guys want to do or what's going on here, but yeah.
I think we usually start with reset and then make our way over.
Good luck, Captain. Get under that bus.
So we're gonna look for a place where we can get more supplies, right? I'm thinking we're gonna try and talk to somebody that we can get more supplies from.
Yeah, that certainly would be good.
Am I understanding correctly? We've docked somewhere like some
right. You've docked. So this is where.
Okay.
This is where the tracker led you guys to, and it looks like his Kilrick's ship should be on a dock way down the line. So like. You guys are up kind of higher. It's the only open one, and then like tears down, tears down, tears
okay.
down.
All right.
And you guys are quite a ways down, so I guess you guys don't really need this map quite yet.
So does Nin here like being patient, or does she automatically like booking it and doesn't?
She's starting to look around. Yeah.
She's a little antsy. She is waiting her turn, so to speak, but she's ready to go. She's up and standing by one of the tubes, like waiting for everyone to get ready to leave.
So I think
I guess I go with ship since that's where we actually are.
We should kind of try to stick together, but if she's already going to start looking, we have two needs. We need to get supplies, and we want to look around for this little asshole that
this is the
bombed a base.
Place in the galaxy to get supplies. They have so many supplies.
Okay,
it's going to be great. So
why don't
go ahead.
Riza's gonna ask Nira to start looking through the docks to see if she can locate this ship.
Okay. So you're gonna send her on her own, like
instructing her to keep a comm link if she finds something, because Riza has a sneaking suspicion she might take off again without telling anybody, and then they'll be down a person.
So she'll just nod to you, and she's like, "One should come with me. I don't care who. I can take Maddox, but then you're going to lose your two brutes. Like, if you want to be left vulnerable, then by all means." She's a little rude, but she just wants to get going, and she doesn't care who she takes, and she would prefer to be with Maddox, but then you're going to have no...
They might kill him or something.
Right, and Valsim can certainly protect. Like, he is going to hold down the fort, but you guys could get overwhelmed, and it would just be like him defending you guys until the cavalry came back. Valsim is your brick wall.
Hey, the Varactyl makes a great cover wall as well.
So actually, that's perfect. So if you guys are like congregated there, and she's like, "I'll take Maddox," but you guys aren't going to have anyone else. She looks around a little bit, and she's like, "I'll take him. You've got these two covered. If you need us, give us a call." And Maddox is just like nods his head and cracks all four of his knuckles, and is like, "Yeah, we're gonna have some fun." And Near like rushes her way out, and Maddox is going to get out of the tube, and he's like, "You guys ever been to Caradus before?"
No.
No? Okay. Assumably no. None of you have. And he's like, Spice here is strong, and then just jumps out the fucking dock.
Let's do drugs.
Oh! Oops.
So, just as whatever. Spice is basically opium. Like, it's basically heroin. So, good luck. But anyway, they jump out and they're just going. And the
Stargazer grabs the face mask.
she just walk around town This is fun. Can you imagine someone like spicing her or
Just
Yes.
walking by
Yeah.
and
Be any
Just-
different. No kidding.
she's like, this is great. I love all of you. I'm gonna take a nap. And the Ractal's like, no.
Oh man.
So they're gone.
Okay.
Where's what?
I was kind of asking where.
she's gonna stay with us.
Yeah,
Like
Vol
me.
seems. Yeah, so you've got Nanir and Maddox are the only two going off, and she like jumps out, and Maddox like, yeah, and just jumps out and goes, and they're running down the docks towards, just something, and the dude's like, hey guys, blah, blah, and you guys can like hear talking, and they just fucking ignore him and run off, and you can see as you like look at the commotion, she just like puts her hand on him on his face and just like pushes him away, and you're just like,
Denied.
I like her.
And he goes towards the ship like he's waiting for you guys to come out so he can talk to you since it didn't work.
Just throwing this out there as like something that we don't have to clarify again. My pet's usually very, very protective. If you want to think of it as like, I don't know if you guys have ever met a Great Dane near their owner. They are almost always blocking other people from getting to them. So just passively, in case, anything happens. That's how my Bractal is. We're always close unless otherwise stated.
Sounds good. So what you're saying, if I'm going to ambush you, I have to ambush you from behind. I can't jump you from the front.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sounds great. That's how a GM thinks. I'm like, oh yeah, well, you can't be cut off from the front. That's great because this guy's going to shoot you right in the back of the head. No,
Yep.
not really. But yes, he's on you, like tight around you. He moves kind of like a snake or a lizard, so he'll stay kind of like with you all the time.
Yeah.
You guys pile out, and the Vractal comes out, and this guy's like, I'll get the docking fee later. And he just starts walking away. And then you see him look off into the distance, and someone's like, you get the money. And he like does a money gesture, and he's like, go. And it's like this ragtag group of people pile out with this freaking Bractal. They're like, go.
Make sure we lock this ship.
Bleep,
bleep.
Potential friend has left her.
Yeah.
And at this point, Kilric's going to come running out of the ship and has his little tracker in his hand, and he's just going to start, saying, "Where's my ship? Where's my ship? I got to go." And he's just going to start running.
Okay, so he'll go with. Well, Kilric is going to go with Nanir and Maddox.
Nanir, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. And you can. I think you can see their characters on there. I put a little.
Yeah, you can see the roster on the. There you go.
Yeah, Nanir's. She's probably hidden, so you may not be able to see her super well, but Nanir. I don't remember what Maddox's picture is. Oh, Maddox is a player, so he's somewhere. Yeah, I just got a face picture of this mug. Yeah. So Nanir, yeah. Oh, don't read that shit. Nope. Move quick, hurry, move. Oh god. My players
Yeah,
are
my friend's
definitely.
in the wrong one.
Yeah. Did you? God.
It's not, and I have thoughts, but I'll keep them to myself.
That's good. So, yeah. I'm gonna go through and just cut out this little bit. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Nanir, hell yeah! Oh god, what happened?" The screen went black for like 10 seconds. So, yeah, they run off, heading down. Kilric is with them, and he's like running to catch up. And it looks like Nanir is like moving aggressively, but like with purpose. And Maddox is just trudging along, just like behind her, like
Bumbling behind her.
and just like pushing people out of the way slowly. Like they'll like come up and talk, like, "You want some death sticks?" And he's just like, and then holds them for a second and is like, "How much?" All right, and he just grabs a handful of shit for them, and you see him, and he just bought some death sticks from some random people. Kilric's like, after I get my ship, yeah, and then just runs past him and is catching up with Maddox and Nanir. Everyone loves those death sticks. So yeah, it's oh shit. So we can actually try if you'd like. Let me do this real quick. So, you know what? I can do this, but we won't be able to see it on the stream. But whatever, it's better for you guys anyway. So, if all of you click on this link, it will bring you right to this page I'm on CoSketch, and it's like a paint program we share online. It's kind of a cool little thing. The map ends up getting kind of small in here, but we can do a lot of stuff. So, oh dear Lord. Oh, I was like, what the fuck just happened? So, luckily for me, I can just erase everything. Boy, there's a lot of pen marks now. I can just like boop and undo it all. So, everyone can retrospectively pick a color. If you want to just like pick a gray, white, yellow, red, green, blue. Just claim a color, whatever you want.
The yellow.
All right, I will take white. You know what? I'll take. Go ahead.
Gray or blue at the end.
It's blue at the end, huh?
Yeah, it's like a teal color, aqua. Okay. So you want the blue one. So you can just click your colors. The whole point of picking colors that way we can.
Green.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay, so. You got blue and red left, or blue, red, and yellow left.
I took yellow for Volcine and teal for Kilrick.
Okay. All right, sounds good. You can make them both on there because Kilrick's like off in a different area, so we'll just talk through. Yeah. This is a different area, so we'll go through what they do. It's gonna be bad, so it's okay.
Oh, no.
So there's yellow for Volcine. So you've got teal, red, and blue, Jocelyn, and then David, whatever colors you want. And if you guys want to just do it in one, it doesn't matter to me. But you guys click on this link.
I
and
want
then...
to be red because
Okay.
that's close to
I'll be-
pink.
Very true.
I'll be the dark blue, I guess.
Okay, so there is. You can click on this little thing, and you can like draw circles or do whatever. Or there's a little arrow, which is kind of cool, and you can like, oh, that's not the arrow. You can click on this little arrow, and you can actually be like, we go here, and we go here. Yeah, exactly. So this is a pretty big scale, so it's not it's not like it's small. Like our lines would be really, really little. So, holy shit. Okay, there we go. What the fuck? Click on this. There we go. Oh, okay. All right. So you guys are coming in here. You guys can whatever. We come in there, and there's like immediately you notice just how shitty this place is. So
Where's the users with the chain?
it is this is like some sort of weird it is like a den or casino. It is a shady place. You guys come in and you immediately feel like maybe you're a little out of place, maybe crap's a little like this is a seedy place. People are immediately trying to sell you stuff or push it on you, or like, hey, don't show me money, man. And he sounds like apparently Cheech Marin. I don't know what's going on there, but it's
Arctic folks. How
yeah.
lucky are we to be in such a diverse place?
You're very lucky. It's super great. You don't see any sign of him, but you guys are looking for supplies, and Maddox, Nanier, and Kilrick are going for their ship. So we'll say, so the ship, just for the sake of whatever, we'll say the ship thing kind of runs like this, but it would tear down. And there's like a platform and a platform. Oh, these are going to be sad. And a platform and a platform and a platform. We're like the top here, and they are going down to like this one. So let's pull it down to here. So anyway, they're like right here. So they're going down. We'll use light blue for that group. Down to here. Maddox buys some death sticks and then pushes the dude, like almost pushes him like he's gonna go off because this is like a drop here. almost pushes him like he's gonna go off, and then grabs him and just like pulls him up and just like scruffs up his hair and pushes him along. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But yeah, what do you guys want to do? You guys are all coming in.
I want to do a perception check.
Perception it up.
For what?
I don't know.
Just see everything. Just. It's probably a little overwhelming, and you're just trying to like take everything in.
Yeah,
This
new place, new people, new things, new drugs.
New drugs. Lots and lots of new drugs.
What would be the difficulty?
On this, it's going to be hard. There's a lot of things going around. You're like a little discombobulated, so it's going to just be hard for her to like focus on one thing.
And then I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. I have 3 cunning, 1 perception, which means I get 1 yellow and 2 green.
Yep.
Woo! Nothing. Okay.
So you're just like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And there's like lights and sounds and stuff going on.
Right.
You guys notice that Stargazer looks like a kid in a candy store. Only from your guys' point of view, it's a very naive kid in a very big drugstore. Like, most of you understand that this is not the kind of place you want to like not understand what's going on here. And she's just like, oh my god, look at this. That's so cool. Look at that guy. And he's like throwing up in the corner. You're like, oh, that's gross. And like she's just like bubbly as ever.
Yep.
And you're all just like, oh.
And my Varactyl is definitely cranky.
Oh yeah, and he's like, and he's just looking at everyone like a target.
Yep.
So, they're moving in and out. No one is bugging you guys directly. And you guys scared off the people who charge you to dock there. So, that's good. But you're looking for feral. You're looking for feral, bitter tin. And you're looking for supplies. Which this place has some supplies. The best kind of supplies.
Can I go ahead and use? Hang on. Let me scroll. Still scrolling.
Keep scrolling.
Still scrolling. Give me a second.
Are you going to keep scrolling?
Yep. Yeah, scrolling. What?
Oh shit.
Can I go ahead and use sense and see? Maybe I can pick up this little asshole, or
Yeah, so sense works in 2 different forms. You can read one person's thoughts, or you can feel all the life around you. So feeling all the life around you, okay, you like, it lights with like a Christmas tree. Like, you feel people all around you. You can't really feel their emotions, but you can feel like a moral sense. You wouldn't be able to tell if someone was good or bad, but you can just like feel like a lighter or a darker pull to it. It's not going to tell you who's who or whatever, but you just like, it feels like a tidal wave of different emotions and shit going on in here. You guys walk in and you're like, where the fuck is this little rat? And you like reach out to it and you are clustered. It's like being in a rave all of a sudden in your mind. It's just like, and there's lights and shit going on. You're like, oh god. So it's overwhelming. It's hard for you to pinpoint one person in general, and this is really difficult because there is life all around you. There's a small tinge like this feels pretty good. Like there's energy, there's force all around you, but it's probably being a little misused.
is there any way I can like single it out, like somebody who's on kind of the dark side but trying to move quick?
You can go ahead.
I think he's trying to sense like an urgency or some kind of excitement that maybe this character might have after blowing up a base.
Got it.
That wanting to
So why don't you roll a perception check real quick, and then we'll do it. He can read like surface thoughts, but he's got to like pick a target. The sense energy is dramatic. So naturally, when you pull off sense in this crowd of an area, you can't like pick out a target in sense. But if you like, oh man, there's a lot of shit around me, and then you find someone you feel like fits what you're looking for, then you can hone in on them and try to get what you're going. So go and roll a perception check. Try to see if you can narrow down this fuckery.
All right, and so let's see. We got 2 perception, cunning. It'll be 1 green and 2 yellow.
Correct.
And what's the difficulty?
2. So because you prepped it with the sense, it's it's average, but it would be much easier than normal for you to like hunt this down. In this crowded room, it would be really hard for you to pinpoint one person. But since you already prepped yourself up,
And because of where is that? Uncanny senses, I get the extra blue die, right?
mm-hmm.
Right. So that gives me 1 success and 2 advantages.
Okay. You're like, you get like someone who's, you feel a different emotion from. You get all this partying and whatever and everything's good. And some person's like, I can't believe how rude they was just busting in here like that. And you're like, someone just rushed in? Who the fuck's trying to get in here? And so you pinpointed a person who gives you the emotion that they were just like run through, where someone came through really quick and it was rushing through here. So we could confront them physically or just maybe put a gun to their head and be like, hey, where'd that bitch go? What bitch? Shut the fuck up.
I want to influence them. Tell me.
I'm using a lot of first.
He is. What do you want to influence? So you influence, you can do, but like, what do you want to, it's like the Jedi mind trick. You're like, these aren't the droids you're looking for. And they're like, these aren't the droids you're looking for. You can be like, tell me where the bitch went. And you're like, the bitch went down. Whatever you want to say in there.
That's pretty much what I want to do.
You want to say the bitch went down? Or you want to, so you know that they're,
I want to know who the bitch was. And
okay.
If that's the bitch I'm looking
So you're
for,
like,
which way the bitch went.
sounds good. You're like, you go ahead and roll your force die. And as long as you have 1 die to roll. And as long as you get at least 1 white, then you can utilize that to do whatever. We technically should have done this for sense, but shit happens.
I got the 1 white.
So, you utilize that, and you're like, you should tell me what's troubling you with this guest who rushed. They're like, I should tell you what's troubling me on that guest who rushed. I don't know why they were fucking a teeny bopper and now they're fucking country as hell. I got my accents all messed up. This is why I don't voice things. But so you say that, and her friend's kind of like, why don't we go over here? These people kind of creepy. And she's like, I'm not gonna do a voice. So she just tells you that someone rushed through here in a hurry, and they headed straight down, and they were mumbling something about Jarrell. Like, they mumbled something about Jarrell and then rushed through here. So that's what you got in there. So you don't know. I mean, you can inquire like what they look like or whatever, but
yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. So you're like, what did this person look like? You can roll the force power again, or you can just simply roll like a charm to get them to say it. They're already a little docile.
I think I get a charm bonus, don't I?
Yep.
And I get to remove a difficulty, or no, the black die.
A setback, yeah. So,
Right.
Yeah. If there was any setback on this, you could take it away. She's pretty docile as it is, so you can actually probably put a boost on there. So you'll get your charm roll. On a charm roll, there is no opposition. You don't roll any purple dice. I roll their discipline to see if they understand that you're just like dicking them around.
Okay.
But she's on some good drugs, so probably not. Yeah.
2 successes and an advantage.
Okay, well, you know what they got? 2 advantages, so you beat the fucking. So you're like, so what did this guy look like? And you guys, at first, you may have like known what he did. Like, he did some manipulative shit. You wouldn't have known about the sense, but he's like, he repeats something, and then he says something, and then she like repeats it back to him, and then gives information, which seems not shady, just like he's definitely doing something a little more than just being like, tell me what you know, and she's like, I will tell you what I knew, and then says it like. do people do this here? Is this how drug works? But she tells you that there was a little furry guy that came in and ran in. He looked like a little rodent creature or whatever. One of those seedy furry people. And her friend's like, a bothan. And she just grabs her friend and starts pulling away. Let's get more drinks. He like pulls her friend away.
All right, so I want to go ahead and share this with whoever wasn't there and try to go after this little guy.
Okay. So you just turn around like, it's Bothan. Pass through here. Yeah. Red flag, motherfuckers. So you guys just head into the area more? Like, just head in?
Yep.
Oh, sweet man, Jamma. You get around here. As you turn over, there's like a little stairs that go down into this even lower den area, and it looks even shittier. This is like a back alley butthole casino. This looks shady as fuck. People are like doing all kinds of inappropriate things in all kinds of inappropriate places with all kinds of inappropriate things.
Look at all these guys having fun.
Yeah, they're just, yeah. Yes, from a different perspective, this is a fucking party. Like, y'all need to get up in here and do this. My notes say you guys can gamble and buy drugs. So it sounds like you guys need to gamble and buy drugs.
Are there any tauntaun races going on?
There aren't, but there are. You know those little cleaning robots? They're like, they're little square.
Roombas?
Yes. No, but there's a Star Wars. Man, what the fuck is it called? I cannot remember what it's called. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So they're like racing these things. These are like tiny little repair
I saw
droids.
that in the movie last night.
They come out and like repair shit when it's broken, and they're just like racing them. They're betting on it. There are people who are betting on like basically what's craps, like they're betting on dice. People are playing sabacc, which is like a Star Wars card game, and it just looks like a good time. People are drinking copious amounts of alcohol. People are snorting, smoking, sticking stuff in places that you guys weren't even sure existed.
Can I run a perception check and see maybe if I can see the little guy or maybe where he would have went?
Sounds good. Roll a perception check. So Valsim is taking hardcore point on here. He's like, I'm going to get shit done. And you guys are kind of with him. For the most of you, like more innocent characters, this is a little rough. Right. You guys are in a den of deceit and villainy.
I'm pretty sure most of this is going over Stargazer's head.
Right. To her, she's like,
pretty
God,
sure it's going to my head. So.
This is great. These people are so happy. We should come here often.
Oh, they really need a shower.
Yeah.
Really need a shower.
These people love each other
Where's
so
that
much.
even going?
Go ahead, say it. The difficulty is 2.
Is the other party, our party, finding a place to get supplies yet? Are we that far?
You're the supplies party.
Yeah, I think we've kind of veered off to interviewing the locals to try and find
A place.
Weasel Face. Yeah.
I think
we have a lot of food on the ship, so.
Yeah. I think
Right.
Valsine is going to get into the hardest thing and then start doing some blow or something. It's going to be good. Valsine's going to hear like,
Well, I
ah!
imagine.
And somebody's leaving with a few less toes.
Well,
Yeah,
if
that-
your tentacles can sense chemicals in the air, you're probably getting a kind of offhand rush from it.
You
way to
get
think.
feelings, like they tingle, and you get the feelings of people around you, almost like your fourth sense, but this happens naturally. So you get like this little high, this little rush, because your tentacles are picking up all this energy around you, like all this positive. It's like they get kind of restless a little bit. They like like a little restless. They just like tingle a little
Wiggling.
bit. They're wiggling. They're wiggling suckers.
It's just wiggling. Man, that's a mental image.
You're like a fucking Pirates of the Caribbean guy.
Little Zoidberg.
Zoidberg? That works too.
Yeah.
And you just go away. So you're coming in
Well-
here. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You're coming in here, come around, you roll perception check. What'd you get on it?
I got 4 successes, 1 triumph, and 2 threats.
Holy bitch tits. Yeah. You're like looking for him. And damn.
Just to make sure that I'm right on this, with a perception of rank of 2, cunning of 3, that's 2 yellow dice and a green dice, and then with my boost from one of my pages, I
Yep.
get the blue dice,
Yep.
and then the difficulty of 2, purple.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was just a baller roll. So you like
Hear that, baby? I'm a baller.
you guys come around here, you start to come in, and you're like open up this area, and it's like almost stepping, even though it's whatever, you like step into this low area, and it's like thick with smoke. Shit's going on, music and shit like that. It is overwhelming, and you are like a hound. You're like, You stop for a second, so
Quiver.
yeah. It's been a little while. Like, you're like, you know what? He's had 3 hours gain on us, so you feel like you're not going to have a lot of like direct evidence of it. But you're like following what you feel to be a trail that he took. Like, there's no trail, and there's a lot of shit ton of people around. But you feel like you're pursuing the same like path of carnage, so to speak. Like someone rushed through, and it kind of disturbs shit. And you were almost effortlessly like following the like room he made through people. Even in that much time, only a few people have like reclosed the gaps that he pushed through. This down area is packed full of people, and they are enjoying themselves. You guys are in a great place. It's going to be good. So we'll kind of try to cycle around. I'll put you up first of all, since you're taking lead. We're not in any real order, but just to give you guys some structure, so like one person doesn't do it all, I'll just stop and give you guys all a chance to act. So like I said, there's no real system to this, but this kind of gives you guys a chance to like work with what you're doing. Risa, you're behind him. He is like on it. He is on point. You've seen him protect people. You've seen him defend, but you've never seen him like be on the ball. Not that you, however you feel about him is fine, but like you're like in a little bit of awe. Like, this is what Jedi, they're so cool. Like, like whether you treat it like him as a collective or you like him personally, that's your call. It's between you and your Botan, whatever Botan. God, I can't think of your race's name.
They're Fui, but they come from Bardota.
Bardota. So yes, your Bardotan whatever's
Fui.
Fu. Bardotan Fu.
Yeah.
Bardotan Fu. Yeah.
So
You
I
racket a Fu.
see him doing all this, but at the same time, we have a specific leg in the mission on this way station or whatever, which is to find supplies. So Riza needs to be looking at like the shops and trying to find a place where we can get like food and stuff like that, because if he's got 3 hours on us, wherever the fuck he goes, we're still gonna follow him.
Right.
So we need to make sure our ship is properly stocked and prepared to do that.
So you like, maybe you stress a little bit, like we need to make sure we find supplies before we leave here. And Volseems just says to you, because it probably hasn't been honestly addressed yet, Volseems like, we have, let me just make sure I say this right. We have 6 months worth of food on the ship. Like, he just stressed to you guys that the ship is loaded with food. That's the only thing the ship has. So, if Volseems like, he's on it, he's on point, he's like, got his horse blinders on, he's fucking doing shit, and you're like, we gotta make sure we get food and stuff, and Volseems like, yeah, there's 6 months worth of food on there, we gotta just kill something. I feel like that's probably what your guys would do. Don't by all means step in and whatever find out. I just like to paint the picture
Not
between
what I'm
everyone.
after.
So.
Do we all have weapons and such? I don't know what
Right, yeah.
I'm carrying.
I'm good. I don't fight, so
Like, if we don't
I have
have an armaments, then I think that's where we should be headed.
Well, we need medicine kits, don't we, or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I used one patching up one of those people on the base that got all fucked up. So did I can't remember if I used a stim or not. I wrote it down.
I think you did use a stim on that, and then
Mm-hmm.
you do have sort of a healer, but it is good to have other methods by all means.
Equipment in case she becomes incapacitated, then
Right.
someone else could take over.
Yeah, nothing is better than
I
a
want
healer
someone
dying
to do
first
it.
and being like,
Yeah.
well, this
Right.
dungeon's over. Wipe, reset, go back to the beginning. You're like, oh, it doesn't work like that. That sucks.
Medicine checks. Do we have to have supplies for that?
Not necessarily, depending on the severity of it. If it is a serious injury, then you do.
Okay.
A stim pack guarantees 5 health points, but you doing medicine check, you heal by the amount of successes you come out of.
Right.
So if
But
you
I don't
do
have
it,
to have like materials on me for that, right?
not
Okay.
really, not unless it's a severe. If I'm like, man, he almost lost his arm, you're like, I probably can't do this with a band-aid. Sorry, but a Hello Kitty sticker is not going to cover this one. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, I just want to make sure I understood that right.
The Varric's like, I could cut his arm
We
off.
need weapon, like not boat. Ship? Do we need ship weapons? I remember you saying we only had 10 somethings.
You have
I thought we had
60
40
missiles.
missiles.
It's 30 plus extra in stock concussive missiles.
Yeah, so you guys are pretty loaded. Like, it's got missiles, and then it's got food, and that's it.
That's all we need.
What else
Yeah,
would they need?
Right.
I'm so new to
Right,
this.
right.
Kill this little furry
See-
fucker.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I
Volsine,
can
go ahead, Rissa, and
Follow
then
the trail.
Volsine's like just going. Volsine's on a fucking mission. Rissa, what do you want to do with this? You're looking for supplies, stuff like that, but he reiterates, like, not that your character was wrong or any of this, like, you guys wanted supplies, and then Volsine's the only one that checked everything, and he's like, man, that ship has a fuck ton of food. Like, we might be okay, as long as in the next 5 months we stop somewhere.
All right, so yeah, let's follow him. Let's see what he does.
Stargazer. This is a great place. It's pretty awesome. What are you doing?
After that lead-in, I feel like I was supposed to get some clue.
Nope. It's just
oh.
good.
Okay.
It's just good. I just want to paint a pretty picture for you.
Yeah. So she's feeling pretty entertained, but I want to do a 4C check. Just, I did the perception check, which nothing happened. So now I'm using my other senses, just feel out with the world and see what's going on.
Roll.
For her, it's pretty easy.
Roll your 2 white force die,
Yeah.
and just make sure you get at least 1 white.
Don't I have 3?
3. Yes, 3 is absolutely right.
I
Oh
got
my God.
3 white and 1 black, so I'm good.
Yeah. So you just takes 1 white to do the 4C. So
Yeah.
you're like overwhelmed. Like, this is great. I bet he came here. This is a great place to be. And you're like, fall into your little meditative happy state.
Yep.
And you're like thinking about him coming through here. Like, I bet he came down here into this. And you see this furry little dude like moving through. And he's fighting through a crowd. It looks like he hits a choke point. Like, he's going through a little doorway. Pretty narrow. And like slips into a room full of people. And he kind of like... the room's pretty crowded right when he enters, but then it opens up and there's like a bunch of people sitting around a table. It looks almost like in a movie where you like enter where the mafia is, where like the room is filled, but then there's this table where just like the people sitting on the table are, and no one's really around them.
Okay.
Like maybe the host of the party.
So I'm coming out of my like little, happy place,
Yeah.
and I'm like, we need to go inside. somewhere. Because I don't know where, right? Like, I don't have any details. Just, we need
I-
to go in a building.
You guys are in a building, but what you...
Well, are we? I thought we were outside.
It closes in. So on the tier, this part is closed in, but this is like an area you went into. So
Oh,
I will tell you that hallway looks probably like one of these three.
okay. Okay. And we are currently standing at the point of that first one, right?
You are like right here.
Okay. Okay, so instead I'm like, I really want to go, and I'm I can draw, right?
You can draw.
I really want to go over here. Which, I don't know if that's the one, but I'm just, I'm looking, left side, it's got that little hallway. I want to go explore over there. No explanation, just...
Right. So from the rest of you
Like,
group's point of view, it all seems like on point, and then Stargazer like relaxes for a second, like, and then it's like, oh, over here, and just like starts going towards one of those rooms. She's like moving through a crowd. This is the first time you notice it as she starts like move away. The Varactyl is causing like a little bit of commotion. Like the crowd is like part, and they're like, whoa, and like one or two people are like going to reach out towards it, and he kind of like is looking around, like snapping at him. Not snapping actually, but just like snapping his neck, like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't touch my ass. And it looks like this is probably the first thing to really distract people from their little drug party coma. Is this fucking Varactyl just like coiling its way through this party? Like, some people are like, yeah, let's get this party started, yeah, and other people are like taking their death sticks and fucking goes. And death sticks is just a cigarette. I don't mean death stick smell. It's not like fucking awesome, but it's basically just like.
I was kind of wondering if that was like heroin or if.
Yeah, a death stick is basically just like fucking. I imagine it'd be like Lucky Sevens, or not Lucky Sevens.
Lucky Strike.
Lucky Strikes. Yeah. Jesus, Lucky Sevens, Lucky Strikes. Just fucking way too much cigarette for most people. So. Yeah, she just heads off. Like, Volsine, she is kind of going.
follow.
Yeah, sounds good. She like takes point. Connor, what are you doing? Part of you is like, man, as a man of math, you could fuck some people over in this place.
Yeah, I was considering that earlier. I was just trying to figure out how I was going to go about doing that.
And you're like, man, this is a casino.
Is there a way that we can look into that room? Maybe there's like a security camera or whatever, and see who's in there.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Talk to your to your technician. Like, you guys are coming up and you're like, hack some shit. Get your phone out. Do your thing.
Connor, come on, let's see what we can do.
All right. I'm
Where's
gonna
my fire?
hack in to see if there's any surveillance in that room. Is that what you're asking?
Roll computers check.
I'm out.
You're literally just like, since you have this wireless thing, you just like peek out to a network and you're trying to grab onto something and then like snake into it.
Yeah.
He said.
What would be the difficulty? Is this average or?
It's yeah, I'll say average. There's a lot going on, and it's really not the best system. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh man.
This is we're gonna get wrecked.
1 success, 3 advantages, and 1 triumph.
Okay.
Nice.
And 3 advantages counts as another triumph. Like, technically you have another one. So
Okay.
anytime you get 3 successes, it equates to like the same thing. But a triumph can't be negated. So if you get a triumph and a despair, which is the negative side of that, you get both effects. So that's the trade-off on it. So you like ping and you're like, oh, this is like a gold mine. You like lock into it and you're like running through network stuff. You pop up. There's like only 2 rooms that have security cameras. There's the room that we're heading towards, and there's the room that looks similar to it on the other end. So there's like a camera, let's say here. I guess white is probably not drawing the arrows and everything, and a camera here on this. And below both cameras, there are like 2 tables that are set up. So they look very similar. There's like 4 people at one table, and some big ass bodyguards, and there are probably like 8 or 9 people at the other table, and it looks like no bodyguards. Like maybe the table with 8 has their protection in this higher ranking. So
Are there any
Triumph.
bodyguards outside of the room?
There's just a crowd of people, but so not only did you plug in, you saw the security footage, but you're pretty sure, without too much trouble, you could cut these feeds if you wanted to. As your advantage, so getting in, seeing your cameras is your success. Cutting the feeds if you want is your 3 advantage. Triumph, on a like almost unrelated note, using your skills and your little networking aspect, you could probably just funnel a decent chunk of credits out of this.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Just trim a little bit off of the gambling.
Just like skim some off. You've like breached this system so aggressively. You're like, I could probably just scoop
I
some
have
off the
enough
top.
to do both cut the feeds and skim some.
Yep. So because you've got two like.
Yeah, I would like to do both of those.
Okay.
'Cause I want them to know that we're there, if anyone's watching.
Sounds good. So Connor just like, you're like, Connor, let's try to do this shit. And Connor fucking pulls his pad. He's like, let me fucking work this shit. And fucks some stuff, and you see like a little grin crack on his face, and his eyes, his solid red eyes, kind of like narrow a little bit as he's focusing, and his smile peels onto his face, and he's like, and he like,
I can actually see you doing something.
and yeah, whatever he did, he hit the jackpot on something, and he's got this wicked smile peeled on his face, and it looks like he just won the lottery, so to speak, and probably did, and just like, yeah, he looks up to identify. I don't know what you do to tell them whether you've done this or not, but you've done it.
You did.
No, I would tell them that I at least cut the feeds. The money, I keep that to myself.
So I'm going to roll off for a second, and this is a relatively lucrative place. Like, it's pretty low key, and so like a lot of people are like kind of poor and scraggly, whatever, but it reels in good money, and people like sell everything they have to come here and do drugs and gamble. So you have pulled up. 1, 2, 3, let me pull up. You have pulled up 4,020 credits, and you've divided it amongst like almost every machine on here. So like every machine just like took a little loss, and you're just like and just skimmed off a little on the top. You're pretty confident, unless someone was a fucking expert, they're not even gonna have any clue this just happened.
Yeah.
Did you say 3,000 credits?
I said 4,000.
4,000.
4,000
4,020.
credits?
4,000. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
He is good at what he does, and this is the best place to do that in. And I rolled like the maximum of what I could roll on what I wanted to roll for. So I'm like, money. Here Duros is like, I got this shit. What the fuck are we doing here? You want me to find him? I'm just gonna blow him up with a button. Fuck all this. All right, so
So do we see if he's in any of those rooms?
So you don't see, you see the cameras you feed. You don't see him in there, but you see 2 groups of people. You see the one that has like 4 people in it, and the name that you got was Jural. Oh, Jural. I'm like, what the fuck did I just write down? Jural. So, you've got a name that the thing was whispering, and you've got 2 tables potentially where this guy's going to be, or where potentially this is.
Is the room with that we're heading to with Stargazer, is that the one with the bodyguards, or is that the other one?
That's the one with the bodyguards. So the one, I imagine that one of the top one with bodyguards, and the bottom one just has a table with people around. People look intimidating, like maybe they take care of themselves, maybe whatever, but go through. So you guys are moving up with her. As you guys come up, is there anything you guys want to do before you just like go into this room, or is there any specific way you want to approach it? Stargazer, you're like bubbly and with purpose, and someone's like, "Hey!" and kind of just like looks you up and down, and then
Which just goes
like cheers you, and then goes to give you a drink, and he is giving it to you like he's like, "Yeah," and it's like going for your mouth with this drink.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm excited. I think that's great.
It's absolutely
I'm
great.
going to like participate, and my Varactyl's like denied.
Right.
And like hits it out of the way.
Yeah, he's probably got a little more sense about him. So you're like, "Yeah!" and you like grab it with both hands, like, "This is gonna be great!" And he just like pushes through, and you're like, "Ah! Ah!
Yeah.
Ah!"
Risa expressed a deep love for the Varactyl for
Yeah.
that, because that was her next
Oh,
action.
God.
Was no, we
Yeah.
don't take things from strangers.
Right. Are you 5? What is going on here?
Right. My character may not be 16, but she sure acts like it. Like 16.
Let's just take a drink from a strange man at the bar. That's how you survive.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like
You
a
know,
way to do
her
it.
drinks and food's kind of her enjoy weaknesses right there.
So your Varactyl saves you, and Risa's like right there, like, "Oh my God, what the fuck?" Oh, and you just look at the Varactyl for a second and just like nod to it, like, "Now I know why she's still alive. Like, this is the reason she's made it this far in life. Is because
Got
without
some
this."
bacon for you, buddy.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, exactly.
Risa, do you give me a little mini lecture, or are you just like thankful and like
I'm just gonna shake my head and keep my eye on you.
okay?
Great.
Oh shit, here we go.
Can I go up to the door and try to focus my sense and see if that same urgency, that
Pulls
feeling
comes
of
in.
urgency is emitting from that room?
So you guys come up. If you step in, you guys come up to the door here. You just saved her from God knows what, and they're kind of like behind you. Say here, and Volsim, you step up. Like go to step in, and it's pretty crowded. It looks like almost these rooms are treated like little VIP areas, and they're not blocking you in, but they're like it is the choke point is filled with people, and they just kind of like fill in like this whole corner of the room towards us. There's just a bunch of them in there, and everyone's an arrow. But
Okay.
so you go to hone in, and you feel like go ahead and roll your force die to see what you get, and then we'll 2 whites. Okay, so then you can do your sense. So you pull it off, and you're like feeling around, and you get like this is the peak of the feeling of euphoria. So like you're getting in this crowd of people that you can hit in front of you, you're just getting like probably the big drug spike. Like you are getting everyone at the peak of their high. So you're not getting a whole lot of feedback that you want. You're just getting drug induced, whatever. You're like I just need something that gives me some sense like something happened, anything. Come on. And you reach through and it's just like and people are just like at the peak of this opiate-induced happiness. So
I was just walking to the room anyway.
okay. So push in there, and then I'll give everyone else. So Risa, you're gonna follow in behind him. You're gonna stay with Stargazer.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow in with him into that group. And you said there's 2 groups of people.
And they kind of like fill this corner. You can kind of like push through them. It's not where to like squeeze through, but people move in all the time. So they kind of just like, lean in a little bit and let everyone through, and you pass through.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of try and exude charm. I'm gonna use some of my presence to maybe get people to talk to me a little bit. Like just go up to somebody and start a random like conversation like in their group.
Sounds great. Like
And kind of
you're just part of the party. Yeah.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll charm. What do you want to say? Like, what do you want to character? And if ever in a social situation, if you as a player or any player doesn't know what they want to say, I'll just make up shit for it. It doesn't really matter because your character may have more skill than. So the point of all this, I play plenty of very charismatic characters and I always have something to say. So I'll just like they say something charming, and as long as you roll right, it's fine. I don't need you to like actually say it. But if you say something, then the RP becomes a little more clear.
Right. No, I want to say something like, "Oh, this place is happening," or some. This is gonna sound lame coming from me, but you can come up
Right.
with something better, I'm sure.
And it's all
Like,
good.
"Oh, this place seems awful busy."
Right.
Any strange character? No, I don't want to hit it that way. Seems like I want to just start with the simple general statement. Wow, there's a lot of people here tonight.
Yep.
All right,
Like-
so
You come in, you're like, yeah, so roll your charm and I'll roll the opposition. And they just stonewall you. Oh, this bitch here is trying to ruin our buzz. I'm just joking. I really like being a butt with NPCs. Like, when my NPCs are stupid, I think is the best part. God, this drug really makes it impossible for them to roll anything.
So that's a success and
all right, so I rolled a success and an advantage.
Okay. Well, they got nothing, so you're definitely ahead there. So you're like, man, this place is really busy now. And they're like, yeah, man, the Syndicate has the best stuff. I love this place. I'm so glad they're here. They need to come here all the time. There's no reason that they should have to just go straight to Coruscant. Like they're like spilling a lot of weird shit. They're just like having a super direct conversation with you, like, and they're like, I can't believe they come all the way here from like Kessel. Like this is the best stuff, man. And then it's enough that it's almost a little affection. The person next to them is like, the Syndicate is so great. I know. I love it, man. Do you think if we bought a ton, they'd give us a discount? I bet they would. They're great. So you're hearing a lot of Syndicate talk. You heard Kessel. Whatever you want to like retain.
Coruscant.
Yeah, Coruscant.
I just kind of look around the room and see if I see a little furry asshole or
Okay.
like that.
Still look for that asshole.
Looking for that fucking
Yeah,
asshole.
still look for that asshole.
Furry asshole.
I'm wondering what the hell the Syndicate is.
So go ahead and roll a perception check, Valseem, and then Stargazer. Your fun was kind of ruined, but you're bubbly enough that you're like, and then you just like, ooh, and just like get back into all the dangerous shit.
Right.
What's the difficulty on mine?
It'll be.
She's not in the room with us, correct?
It'll be 3.
No.
Right, she's just
Oh,
outside
so she's still out in the. Oh shit.
with Connor and the Varactyl.
I don't even know if my Bractal could fit through that doorway.
Probably not. He could
And
probably
she's
make it
not
through.
looking for companion unless something
Right.
important happens.
He'd probably make it through. Like, just sneak in.
How much room there is inside of there? Just, she may be pretty aloof, but she doesn't feel like just barging in there with the Varactyl would be a great idea. I want to ask, or maybe I need to perception check. So I know a lot of people are having fun and all of that.
That was the dog.
Yeah, okay.
Is there anybody not having fun or dying or anything like that? I just want to understand the situation.
Roll
I don't know how
roll a perception check.
rough it is. Okay.
It's very rough, and your character will be pretty attest to this. So, while you set that roll up, Valseem, what did you get on there? Did you hear me say it was 3 purple?
Yeah, I got a
Okay.
success and not a success, a triumph and an advantage.
Awesome. So, if you have no successes, then technically it's considered a failure, but you still get a triumph as like a positive thing. So,
Okay.
you're like scouting around, like, man, you don't see any signs of him. You don't keep track of your target, but you are scouting around and you notice like a group in the thing, in kind of like over here. So the table's kind of like right here, and you thought I could do that, but I can't. What the fuck? I like skipped. What the fuck? It's when I go through the history, it's like clearing the. Oh, what did I do? Anyway, we'll just leave this here and hope it doesn't explode. I somehow disconnected from this. So anyway, you guys are. What the fuck is going on? I broke it. So anyway, map's right here. Oh no, it's not. Yes, it is. So from like this area, let's take something bright. How about this yellow? So like over here was a table is a group like kind of. What the fuck are you doing, buddy? Oh, sweet mother God. Okay, so from that area there, you see someone from the crowd kind of come up and they like slide some credits on the table, and one of the dude in it is their super weird looking race. Let's see if I can do this without revealing more than I want to, but well, that's not weird. Hurry, hurry, hurry till the break of dawn. Yeah. Okay. They look like this. They look super weird. They have like a weird tentacly kind of face and wear these strange masks.
The ones with the butt heads.
Yeah, they have kind of butt heads.
Yeah. And
These things.
Oh, okay.
Are those like their actual anatomy, or is that like?
I'm pretty sure that's their actual anatomy, and then they wear a helmet to the sides of their
They're
heads.
for mothers.
Yeah.
Are they hatched or are they live births? Jeez,
That is a good question. I would have to do a lot more research on that.
Let's just hope they're not born.
Inquiring minds.
That's okay. As a GM, I never thought I'd have to see what species can have sex together to make offspring.
Yeah.
But I had to look that up. So I guess we're gonna figure this stuff out. So they kind of look like this, and they're all sitting at a table, and one in the middle like leans forward and looks at what the person set down, and it looks like a credit chip. Guy swipes it up and looks it over, and then takes it and then waves like he's shooing them away. But one of the other guys at the table hands them like a bag of shit, and it looks like you just watched a drug deal. Not that this is that crazy in this area, but you just watch this guy give them a bunch of drugs. This whole thing is like broken. Holy monkey farts! Are you guys still on that?
I am.
Well,
Mine's still working.
Yeah, mine still looks normal.
mine is not. Mine is derpy as all derps.
I got 2 successes and 1 advantage, by the way.
Okay, so you look around and you see that like in the
Mine just crashed.
oh yep, it's going. Everyone's going down. So like right over here, as it kind of goes to the hallway, there's someone that's like going into the hallway that looks like they're having a really rough time. They're like coughing, and it looks like they're maybe coughing something up, and they're like staggering. They're coughing so aggressively. So it looks like they're having a really rough time.
Yeah.
Right in
Well,
this little
you
yellow
know my
square.
character. Everyone has to be happy, and this person's really standing out.
So that's
So-
bullshit.
Yeah. Unacceptable. I'm gonna ask them what's wrong, or am I medically? I don't know if I do a medicine check to see if I can understand what's wrong with them.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to check either
Roll it
one,
is.
if you want to roll a medicine check, or if you want to, whatever you want to do here, if you want to just like jump right into healing them, or just roll medicine to just assess it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a medicine check just to assess it to see if I can find out what's wrong. So let's see. Medicine's at 3, intellect's at 2.
Mhm.
So that's 2 yellow and 1 green.
Yep. I don't know why I said 5, but yeah.
And average difficulty or difficult?
It's going to be hard because this guy has got a serious.
Okay.
He's doing good.
Success and a triumph.
2 successes.
2 successes, sorry. 2 successes and a triumph. Thank you, David.
So you're like, this is your assessment. This dude
Yeah.
is he is having like a serious respiratory problem. Like, it's probably not just respiratory. He is probably coming close to having like a heart attack. He's breathing really heavily and he's like coughing aggressively, and it looks like without a little bit of attention, he's probably gonna fucking just die right here.
Oh man. Okay.
As you
so then,
look around,
yeah.
there are like a lot of people. It almost seems like this is the hallway of people who just are having a bad time. Like, this is like the dark alley of the dark alley.
Oh. So Stargazer's obviously very touched and like, you know, you can see her little eyes watering with compassion, right? All these people not having a good time.
Mm-hmm. And the Vractal's like on your ass, like, we gotta fucking get the fuck out of here.
Like, why are you doing this to me?
Which one of us is the fucking sentient creature?
Huh?
So which one of us is the fucking sentient creature?
Right? So I'm gonna roll for my force heal.
Okay.
Like this stuff. You know, I'm coming from a place of compassion, wanting these people to be happy. And I can't do anything.
You rolled it out. What'd you get? Dark.
I got 3 black,
Okay.
which I don't do.
So you like, you get that like you feel that loneliness, like all these people. There's not gonna be anyone. And when you go to like pull to heal from them, you just feel that emptiness. Like, what if everyone that was with me died? And then you like fucking feel that loneliness, and you like sink for a second. I could fucking fix everyone.
Yeah.
The voice in your head's like, do it. Heal them.
little devil on the shoulder.
Uh-huh. Yeah, only it's Palpatine, like, hee. Little firework sparks. Hee. I think I played Palpatine better than the guy who did it. So, yeah, it's,
You're just yes.
Get him! Get him! Help those people!
Don't forget, you have a comm link, right?
You do. You do have a comm link. So
There is
you
a doctor nearby.
you like pull in.
Oh, I have one? I didn't think I took one.
I've got one if you don't.
Yeah, see,
Well, we're
Connor's
close
got
enough
one.
that I could say something
Right.
too. Like,
Well, Rissa's in the other room. She's just being a social bee.
yeah.
What's the syndicate? What's that?
Like, what the? Is that what you're gonna? So you're like, syndicate? What? Fuck is that?
Watching the guy with the credits pulling out his bag of drugs, wondering what the hell is the drugs and where they came from is what she's doing, but...
So, they look a little appalled for a second, like you don't know what the fuck the syndicate is? What? Go ahead and roll a charm, and you're just trying to like stay. Like, I just want to know what they're doing here or something. Recover. Not this crazy. They just this is a syndicate party, so they're like, why wouldn't you know the syndicate?
What's the difficulty?
It'll just be average too. So while you're rolling that, Connor, is there anything you want to do? You walk around. Vractal's doing shit. They went into the room. They look like they're accomplishing things. You've still got a kind of a nice little grin or a little smile. Maybe it's faded to like that straight face with a little curl at the end. We're just looking at people. Now they're just targets. They're not even people. It's just like, you are empty bank accounts. This is glorious.
You haven't taken enough from these people?
He may not like be continuing trying to, but he's just like,
No, I know.
with such ease.
I say let him do it.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah. So I think that's enough greed for now.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah. For now. I think. Is there a way to run a computer check against any information that would be pertaining to the what was the J name that you mentioned? Jarvel.
Jarrell, thank you. Jarrell. Thank you, Alex, for keeping track of the thing even I can't keep track of. Yes.
Is that
Dad?
that's a possibility? I could run some kind of check to see if
Yeah.
this name comes up anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and roll in. I will give you a boost to this roll. So it's going to be at average difficulty, and you get one boost because you're like re-entering a system you've already been in. You're like, whatever, I'll get back in here. Man, no problem.
All right. I got 2 successes and 2 advantages.
Okay. So you go into it, and you're like looking through stuff, and you've dug pretty deep. And you're like, man, time to figure out what's going on. And who's this Droll? And you're like typing in, you're searching for him through stuff. And this den, hideout, casino, whatever you want to call it, is run by the Pike Syndicate.
Okay.
And Droll Pike is the one who runs this area. They come from a planet. They come from way the fuck away from here in the Kessel sector. And Kessel is a planet where there's a giant mine that most of the spice in the entire fucking galaxy comes out of. And the Pike Syndicate is notorious. And as you're like cooking through, you're just like, shit. I know I like have heard stuff about this, or like it would be a thing. They're a huge syndicate that does spice runs using smugglers from Kessel to...
So it is the mafia.
It is basically a mafia. They are like the drug cartel.
Yeah.
And they do it to Coruscant. So they like spread out, and they'll hit like a hyperspace lane and just come in. And it looks like the plan is to set up a place on Keratos where they can like smuggle mass supplies in and then funnel it on easier rather than taking supplies in on really long treks.
Like a forward base to Coruscant.
Exactly. They're almost like bypassing Coruscant to make it less suspicious, and they're just moving shit in. Yep. It is absolutely like a forward base. So it looks like they're doing that. Pike Syndicate, they're really shitty people. So you may even feel more justified in the money you siphoned out. Yeah, because you're like, these people are fucking shitty. Like, they've ruined plenty of lives, and they're in it for the money. The money. Yeah, so you've got the names all linked up. You're like, oh man, yeah, boy, aren't you guys glad you have like a badass hacker on your side, because this is super useful. And then, like most situations, once the combat starts, it's like, fuck, all the RP characters get in the back, because we're gonna get fucked.
I'm hiding behind the Bractal.
Right.
We already got a game plan.
That's the way to do
The
it.
whirling axe is a doom back, but he's off doing other stuff.
So, with that, you guys have all like taken a respective point. Sargeras is trying to heal. Risa is charming
Trying
people.
to get information from the locals.
And Volseem is like front and fucking center, like about ready to just bust up shit so we can get straight to the point of this. Like, he is like,
Can I follow the guy with the coins?
can you what?
Follow the guy with the coins, or the one that took the drugs.
The bag? Okay, no problem. You're fine. So we'll go to that. So you're going to go for the guy with drugs. Rissa, let's finish what you did real quick, and then we're going to pause and take care of our other group, because
Sure.
since you actually have
wrote that
Kilrick in
out,
there. Yep, go ahead.
And I got 3 successes and 1 threat.
Okay. So
Asking about the syndicate from the locale.
and you're like, what's the syndicate? And they're like, oh, this must be your first time here. The syndicate, they're the best. Somehow, through the Imperial blockade, they smuggle the best spice all the way up to Coruscant, and now they're bringing it here because this is the best place to be. So they're gonna be here from now on. This is the best. You should get some. Do you have some? And like pulls out a little bag, and then we'll say it's powder, like fucking whatever. And they're like, you should get some. Like, you want some? And they just like fucking digs 3 or 4 fingers in this bag of what really looks like Coke, and is like, you want some? And they're just like reaching out towards you with this hand covered in fucking white powder.
Shit. She's trying to earn their trust.
Like, take it open wide.
Yeah,
Yeah. The rest of the campaign is Risa on the floor like,
just switching.
Yeah. This is the best. All right.
So,
Ding.
I guess I have a question.
Yeah.
With this Coke, I guess, would that make you feel more of the Force? Because that could be something.
Oh, yeah.
Or
I mean, it
would
would.
you be blocked off from it? Like, how would that
it's-
work in conjunction with the passive use of the Force?
It's gonna feel very euphoric. So you're gonna feel so almost like any of you have smoked pot. You get like that. You're more heightened to your own feelings, connections. So you're gonna feel loose. You're gonna be aware of yourself and surroundings more. It may feel like a little rush, and you may feel a pretty strong connection to it. But it also may just be like a psychological thing that your character's like, this is the best. I can feel the Force. And really, you're just rubbing on people.
just rubbing myself.
Yeah, like, this is the best. And if you've ever done ecstasy, it's sort of like that. It's not sort of like that, but it is sort of like that, but it's not like that.
Okay. Let's see. I'll ask to take some for later.
Okay.
That's what she'll do.
It's like, what? You don't want to party now? And she's like reaching out.
That.
She's reaching out with a
Nice.
hand covered in this powder and is like going for your mouth. This stranger's gonna stick her dirty fingers in your freaking face.
Oh man, who knows what those hands have been?
Yeah.
I'm
Who
a doctor.
knows?
I have an idea.
Like, So she's coming right for you. What are you gonna do?
Thanks, but no thanks.
Okay,
I'll
you just
take
like-
some for
like,
later.
yeah,
Just
nah,
to
nah,
kind
and
of
just-
keep her on. She trusts me a little
Right.
bit if she's trying to share her drugs with me.
Right. They
So
got.
I'll
She's
take-
got to like you.
I'll do
So
it
you just,
later.
like-
We'll do it later. We'll hang out later.
Let's
Seems
say-
to call her out for being a wuss.
Bitch.
For not doing drugs. You're a good friend.
Ball seam the best. So you like take her hand and kind of curl it around and like push it back towards her, and she's like, and you just grab the bag from her, and you're like, yeah, and she's like, yeah, and just she looks like she is about to reach her fucking limit of how much you can take on this, and it's just like her eyes are super fucking dilated. She's like, yeah. Woo! And she's like slowing down, but is super enthusiastic. So now you've got a bag, and you've averted the crisis of being addicted to spice. So we'll introduce you because you have Kilrick as one of the characters you're playing as. We'll actually go over there and do them. Otherwise, this is something I was just sort of do in the background. Nanir is down at the end of the pier where in front of the ship or in front of Kilrick's ship, and it looks like she is fucking fuming. Maddox comes behind and she's like, this is gonna be bad, huh? And he's like looking around, he's like, where's that little shrimp guy that wanted to charge us to dock? Man, they're really looking for money, huh? And he's just like looking around, like with his two hands on his side and one hand scratching his head, and he's just like looking around for someone, and like, look, he's gonna point to someone or gonna grab someone, but he's just like, and then Kilrick comes up, and Kilrick sees his ship is like 60% completely dismantled and stripped. Like in the 2.5 hours here, it has been stripped, and there are like 3 or 4 people just tearing the ship apart for parts. And one guy's like, "Yeah, you can have that. It'll be this many credits." And he's like selling the pieces of this ship right there as people go in and just ravage the hell out of it. So Kilrick is coming up onto this. Nanir is like in point, but she's just like, what the fuck? Maddox is doing his stupid self. What's Kilrick got?
Kilrick's gonna threaten this guy, pull out his gun, and put it up to his head.
And he's like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, so this guy is pretty calm, all things considered, and is like, whoa now. Just pick your parts like everybody else, and you can have whatever you want for the right credits.
I want
Come
my
on.
whole shit back.
Whole ship? This is my ship. I bought it. See?
Shoot him.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. So roll a ranged light attack.
Just to make sure I'm understanding correctly, they're not. They're farther away,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah, they're on the... So if we go back to this map, that's...
Okay, good. Just making sure.
They're like over here in this area that I erased on accident.
Okay,
Green
good.
to
What
white.
Stargate doesn't know will not hurt her.
This is you picked
What's the difficulty?
It'll be it'll be average.
That's 2 perps.
Mm-hmm. 2 perps.
I got 2 successes and 2 threats.
Okay. So 2 successes mean he does 7 damage to this dude's fucking dome. So you're like, my fucking shit back, and he just puts the gun to his head. And Nanir immediately, Nanir and Maddox like just take point. They like dive into combat positions towards all these people on this ship, and Kilrick just pulls the trigger and fucking blows a hole in this dude's head. Does 7 damage to his head, and he's just like, and just drops down. And Kilrick just rides him to the floor, pulls his gun out, and it's just like, who the fuck is next? Nanir and Maddox are both running in towards these people. 2 of the, let's say there's 5 people on this ship, and 2 of them are just like, oh! Oh! And they drop whatever they have. They're like, oh! I don't want, no! And they just start running past where Kilrick is. So if he's going to react to it, he can in a minute. But Nanir and Maddox are just going to go fucking ape shit on these people wrecking this thing. So Nanir is going in.
Right now, Kilrick's just going to grab whatever he can off of the dude he just killed.
Sounds good.
Whatever money or...
Yeah, just take what he can out of it.
that.
Okay, so she got 4 successes and advantage. So she's just brawling, like just fist to fist. She just takes a dude, jumps up, and just punches him right in the back of the head and just fucking rides him down like Kilrick did with the gun. Just smashes him into the ground and just presses him down. And she's like pressed him down and is like looking around waiting for her next target. He's not dead, but he's really fucked up. So, but the dude that Kilrick shot is definitely dead. So, Maddox is like, oh, it's been too long, and pulls out all 4 axes and just like reaches up over his head, and he just starts like yelling, and is like, oh, it's feeding time. And just starts swinging all 4 arms down on this one poor fucking dude. All right, let's do him. So a joint attack is a little.
There's 2 on the ship still.
Oh.
Yeah, there should be 2 on him still. So upgrade it once. Oops, upgrade. So 3 successes and 2 threat. So he's got enough to attack, but not enough to hit. So he can only hit with 1 axe. Well, actually, he can hit with another set. So let's go. So he does. Okay. So he gets, out of 4 arms, he hits 2 times. And he just cleaves this dude, like drives into his collarbone, and he pushes it in, and just like drives it in a bit, and then takes and just hacks at the dude, and just like shoves him, and it pushes him off his axe, and he just goes falling off the edge of this platform. He's just like, ho, ho, ho! And he is enjoying this way too much. But it's good to have. So one of these guys is down. 1, 2. So the that guy's down. This is sort of like a surprise round. The 3 of you got. Technically, roll for initiative now. So if you want to roll for initiative for Kilrick, because you guys are jumping, your initiative is vigilance. So you'll use whatever your vigilance skill is, and you won't roll any opposition. You'll just roll. It's what's called a simple check. So Nanir. Holy shit.
2 successes and 1 advantage.
Okay. So you got 2 successes and 1 advantage. So it goes Nanir, Maddox, and then the 4 that are left over. So I'm sorry, Nanir, Kilrick, Maddox, and the 4 that are left over. So Nanir takes the dude that she has her hand on and just like lifts his head up. She's like, "Who sold the ship?" Where is he? And before he can even talk, she just smashes his head back into the ground.
She's hardcore.
She's ridiculous. I just hope she doesn't kill him. Oh boy. So, she just smashes his head back into the ground, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know. We were just buying it. That the guy." And when she slams his head back in, he's like, you can see fucking some of his teeth just smash into his gums, and he's like, "I don't know. I just wanted a capacitor. I don't know." And he just sounds like a big old bitch all of a sudden. So, oops, I'm going the wrong way. He looks like he is grogging down. Like, she could probably just leave him there and he'll just die. Kilrick, what are you doing? You want to loot this dude, so you just want to take all his fucking money. Roll a perception check just to search all you can off of him. Roll Kilrick's perception check.
Okay. Also, looking for something that might lead to whoever sold the ship.
Sounds good.
He said no difficulty or no difficulty or whatever.
The difficulty is 2. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, the difficulty would be 2 for your search.
I got 1 success and 1 threat.
Okay. So, he's like searching around. He's like, come on. These bastards always have pockets somewhere. And hunts through a little bit. And finds like in the lining of his jacket, there's like a little slit where there's a bunch of fucking credit chips shoved in. Kilrick takes him out and is like, so fucking do. And just puts him in his pocket or his pouch or wherever the fuck you want him to have. He has got now. Jesus, 5,500 credits. So he got almost more than his ship was worth. Actually, probably pretty close to the worth of a ship. Oh, no, wait, 5,000 credits. Yeah, he got, that's about half the price of a ship, but he got a good chunk of fucking credits. Like, I was thinking a Y-Wing. Oh, no, man, he got a quarter of his ship's credits.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, well, I'm looking through. I'm like, man, but the last thing I looked up was a speeder. So, yeah, his ship is about 25,000, and he's got 5,000 credits. So, his ship's still sort of there. So, 60% of the ship is dismantled, but most of the parts are there. I'd say, like, collectively is like 80% of his ship's still there, but it's
Ugly.
Yeah, it would take you like a week to assemble it if you could find all the parts or buy all the parts.
Is it a small enough ship that we could fit it inside of the ship we have already?
The ship that you have is bigger, but it doesn't have a good cargo bay. It's like it's.
Can it haul?
You could probably try to tie it, but anything that like you could probably try to like tow it. But anything that went wrong in travel is just going to beat the shit out of his back ship. It is completely feasible to tow it, but it's going to be a very vulnerable thing.
Poor Kilrick.
I know, it sucks.
Can I, you said there's 4 other guys left?
Yes, 4 other guys left. With 1 nearest on, and then 3 more. And 2 of them are like trying to run past Kilrick right now. Like you're like searching through shit, and they're like, oh! And they're like coming right at him. So whatever you want to do.
Grab one of them, put a gun to his head.
Yeah. So roll that range attack. I'm gonna use restroom, and then I'll
Rolling a what?
ranged light attack on his gun again.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Alright, so let's recap. Stargazer is in this hallway with all these people who are not feeling so well because they've overindulged.
Yep.
I just accepted a bag of drugs from a stranger. Connor is skimming money from a syndicate, Pike Syndicate, who is in like hut space, bad people.
Yeah, right.
And Vol seems like the Bloodhound looking for Weasel Man. So Jarrell is the leader of Pike Syndicate. Jarrell Pike
Or he's at
is
least
kind of
a-
like owning the place.
Yeah.
All right. So
I wonder why the boss came here.
He probably has a boss here, is what I would imagine.
right. He came here for a reason. He didn't just stop here for no reason. And then he parted out the ship.
Yeah, so that he could drop the evidence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what should we do about the ship?
Yeah, I don't know.
The parted out ship?
Take what we can from it and
Yeah, he's
sell
either
or just abandon the rest.
That's
Right.
gonna kind of. I think Kilrix is super upset about this. We need to.
No problem. Guys, I'm
not
pretty sure you should be able to hear me. I'm just gonna get some food for my wife real quick, and then I'll be right back on.
okay.
Okay.
Just take me just a minute. Holy shit.
We're
I want some food too.
Work.
All right, so.
Kilrick's definitely gonna want to rebuild it.
A whole
or
nother
save it if
ship.
he can.
It's not that bad, right?
We're in pursuing someone. You don't want to
Yep.
stick around for a week.
But
or-
I mean, I'm assuming that we're gonna catch him and win.
But we might not.
In that
Um,
case, we wouldn't say.
Right.
So I guess Stargazer would get herself in a lot of trouble if she was there a whole week.
Right. That would. I don't think staying here for a week is smart. Like,
Yeah.
we could do it,
Right,
but
absolutely.
he would get further away.
Yeah.
Weezerman, or whatever his
We're
name
right.
is.
We got lucky being so close, only 3 hours behind or whatever it was.
Don't mind the inner optimist in me. We're gonna catch the bad guy. He's not gonna go anywhere. Oh, man.
All right. So, what'd you get on your beautiful strike?
Oh, you gotta roll still.
Oh, it's all good.
Uh, 2 successes.
Okay. So, grabs one of the dudes, puts the gun to his head, and it just fires again. Shoots him. 1 success is another damage, so that's another 7 damage. So he just smokes the other dude. And he's just like fucking pissed. Like, this was his ship. Smugglers and their ships, man. Tight. Tight, and it's gone. This was his moneymaker. This was his baby. This was his Varactyl. And they just gutted it. Selling it for fucking 5,000 credits. What a butt. So, it's pissed. The other dude that's running just starts hauling. So dude on the other side is just hauling away. The last guy who's on the ship is like ducked around the other side. I guess I probably should have some sort of whatever. Is like ducked around the other side, and oh, you piece of crap!
Cuss at the technology.
I hate technology. How dare you do things efficiently? How dare you make my life easy? How's your
Until
freaking
it doesn't.
right? And then I'm like, you piece of poop. All right, so Nanir's like here, Kilrick's right here, and Maddox is like right up here, and this Jackweed, because I like to make people green even though they're bad guys. Dead body there, guy running out here, and let's say he's like right over here. So, the guy over here picks up like a sizable piece of the ship. You can't tell what it is at first. And he looks like he's going to lean out the side of the ship and just launch it at Maddox. Boom, boom, boom. Doom, 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 doom. Got 1 success, 1 damage. So he hurls this fucking thing over. And Maddox is like hacking this one dude up, pushes him off, and then all of a sudden, sailing from over the ship is this like, sizable chunk of Kilrick's ship, and it just crashes into Maddox's shoulder, and he just like takes it for a second and swings out. And for the unfortunate set of the scenario, this piece goes flying off the edge of this. So you're like, this is the ship. I guess I should probably note this a little better in certain things like the... Let's say the platforms. Oh, that's not going to work. Say platforms like
Okay.
this. And when he hits him with it, he like rolls it off. And it looks like it hits him pretty fucking hard. And he like rolls off and it just goes right off the edge.
Oh man, there goes the flux capacitor.
God damn it.
Damn it.
We're never going to fucking get back to the future! But just hits him and rolls off. It looks like it does a good chunk of damage on him. But he just like rolls it off and just like looks up his head and just stares this dude down and just like looks at him for a second like with a fucking angry look and then just smiles like, yeah, points at him with his axe. Like, you're next, bitch. So, Nanir is over here. So Nanir's like over here. And she scoops up this dude and fucking yells out. She's like holding him, like, scoops him up by the back of his neck, like his lower body, and holds him up. And just fucking lifts this dude up. These are all humans here. Lifts this dude up and is like, where is the rat? And she swings him back, and it looks like she's gonna fucking throw him this way towards the ship. Not off, but just like in the ship. And she's like, I don't know, I was just buying parts! And she just fucking whips him forward and slams him into the ship. Unfortunate for Kilrick, they're just doing more damage to his ship. But they're fucking these people up.
It's justified at this point.
Right. So she just like slams him in, and he just hits and cracks, and fucking rolls off the side of it, and he just like tumbles down, and he hits, and then goes off. He just like falls next to the dude's back through that thing. It is Kilrick's turn. There is a guy right behind Kilrick.
Still alive?
Yeah, the dude that ran past. Like, one dude you grabbed and shot, but there were two people running. So there's another person that went past. So this green squiggle over here is behind him.
I'm going to shoot him in the leg and then hold him down.
Roll your ranged slide attack.
Same difficulty?
Yeah, but you'll get one setback dice because you're aiming for his leg, which is not that crazy of a penalty.
Shit, I didn't do
So 2 purple, 1 black.
I have sheets on this.
Yeah, I can
I just wanted to make sure I'm not missing out on
any of his stuff.
something. Right. 2 successes, 1 threat.
Okay. So he just like shoots him in the fucking leg, swings around, and then moves up to him. And probably in true super pissed off kind of Kilrick fashion, you just reach up your leg and stomp down on his gun wound, on the wound he just got. Like, push the fucking barrel of the back of his head and just like push him into the ground. He lets out like a scream. He's like, what do you want? Ah! And just goes down to the ground. And Kilrick is standing on the wound in his leg. You're gonna say, if you want to respond to him,
Where's the rat?
my favorite part is gonna be calling this guy the rat. Yells at him. He's like, I don't know. He's working for the Empire, the Syndicate, or
Press harder onto the wound.
God, yeah, fucking love it. He like lets out a fucking. It's like a grunt. Like he's trying not to scream. He's like, and just like bites down on it, or bites his jaw down. And it's like all I know is they came in here and they said the ship was ours. We could strip what we wanted and sell the rest.
Which way did he go?
He was going to meet Jarrell, the guy that runs this place. I don't know. It was a ship. I wasn't going to argue with it. Worse shit happens here. And it looks like, not that he isn't hurt, but it looks like he's trying to beat his chest a little bit and just trying to be like, you fucking think this is bad? Like, he's just trying to, like, prove that he's a badass, even though there's a guy standing on his leg wound with a gun to the back of his head.
Can I shoot him in the other leg?
Yeah, so it'll be, like, the next cycle you can shoot him.
Okay.
Maddox's turn. God damn it. I'm going to roll real quick, because Maddox would probably throw airplane parts at him, but let's see if he does it in the heat of this. Or not airplane, but parts. He's like, you want to throw shit? And just picks up something else and chucks it at him. Kilrick is like, come on, guys! Oh my god, okay. So he like, grunts and looks around for a second. And, like, it looks like, for a second there, he's contemplating picking up, like, a piece of this fucking wing on this ship. And he's going to chuck at him, and he, like, goes reach down, and as he's bending down, he looks over and he can see Kilrick on the side, and he's like, nah, and just, like, nods, not even really looking at him, and just charges around the side of the ship with his axes out. He jumps off a piece of the ship and is just coming down with all four arms onto this dude. Just trying to ride him into the ground. Just ride him into oblivion. Volseem, or Alex, you've been waiting for Volseem to get some serious badass combat in, and then just a minute into playing Kilrick, you fuck like 10 people. Here we go. Oops. Come on, let's get some good advantages so we can do a bunch of shit.
Stepped away for a second.
What
for Ethan.
What a dill. So we got one advantage as first
He's
attack.
back.
Okay.
What's up?
I was just saying, all the time you're playing Volseem and wanting to, like, gut people, and then
Here comes Kilrick.
yeah, just
Fucking
right, destroys. So Maddox, like, comes up and he's like, yeah, and just jumps down him and drives two of these axes right into both in the collarbones of this guy, and they, like, dive in and hit his collarbone and pierce into him, and they're coming to the point where, like, a good pull, and they would probably just clip and touch, like, right at the base of his throat. He would just open up his throat there. He just, like,
Nice.
rides him down and just slides him out and is hanging him off the edge with these axes in there. Just, like, slams him down on the ground and pushes out. And his legs, like, go to the edge, and he just pushes a little more. His legs flop off. And now this dude has got two axes locked into his collarbones. And he's like, and his feet are just dangling off the edge of this. And Maddox just lets go. With one hand, he's holding this guy, and he reaches out another hand, so he's got two hands on him. And he just turns over to Kilrick, looks over him, and just, like, whips him back. Just, like, looks over at you, and is like, and just chucks him off. Hi. These guys deserve worse than this.
Thank you, buddy.
Just, like, raises his axe like a cheers. Yeah, so
Kilrick gives him a good old thumbs up.
yeah, good job, buddy. You're standing on the guy's leg, grinding into him, and you're like, yeah, we did good. People are, like, crowding around. People are like, oh shit, what the fuck? Looks like no one is addressing this as, like, not a negative situation, but no one is like, oh my god, stop him. They're just like, oh, shit happens at docks. We gotta go. So, yeah. It's situation handled. You've got one guy left. He told you that he's the fucking rats got something to do with Joram, and he did say, like, he's like, he works for the freaking Syndicate or Imperial or something, and said he was working for him, and then just that's all he knows. That's all he said to you. So, cycling back around, Volseem, you got him pinned down, gun to his head, or gun towards him, stepping on his leg. You want to shoot him in the other leg, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, I want to shoot him in the other leg, and then see if he survives it.
Roll range slide attack.
Disadvantage?
No, not on this one, because you're not like you're close enough. It doesn't matter. So technically, I'm so bad at doing this. Here's the actual system for this, so you guys know. when you're at the gun's optimal range, it's an average check. So Kilrick has a medium ranged light gun, which means when he's at medium range, it's an average. When he moves up closer, it actually becomes harder because he's like, it's easier for the other person to like block the shot or move the gun or whatever. So technically, as you get closer to your opponent, the attack gets harder. And then as you get further away from your opponent, your attack gets harder. The gun has like an optimal range it's supposed to be used at. I am really fucking bad at doing that. I just like 2 is average. If you get up close, then you'll take some disadvantages. Or if they're like really skilled, I'll go into that. But there's no consistency with me. I just like a good story and beating the shit out of people. So if the mechanics seem like they're way off, you're like, wait a minute. Yesterday it was like this. Just call me out on some bullshit and we'll fix it. I don't give a shit. So I don't keep track of the weird shit I do on this. So it's easy for me to get shit mixed up because I just like to have fun in the moment. So I'm not as crazy structured as some people are. So I just like to enjoy it. So if I fuck something up where you guys are like, wait a minute, that doesn't add up to what we were doing before. Then oh god, my wife's mom is ridiculous. Anyway, yeah. So that's that. But you roll. What'd you get on your roll?
1 success.
Okay, you smoke him. Just shoot him the other leg. 1 success means you don't do any. 1 success means you don't do any extra damage, which means he does survive. He has a whopping 2 health points left. So
I want to go ahead and stick my non-gun hand finger in that wound.
Mm.
And I want to tell me how to find Gerald.
He like fucking bites down for a second and then screams out. And like he's in the casino. Man, he's in one of the rooms in the far corner. Like when you go in, you just go to the left and find him. Like he's got people all around him. He's hard to miss. He owns the place. And he's just like, fucking kill me. Get it over with. And Maddox and Nanir come up. And they both just look at you. The Maddox like, you want me chop him up? And he's like wiping off his axes on his pants. And Anir just is silent and steps up beside you and is just waiting to see what you want to do. What Kilrick wants to do.
Just gonna roll him off the edge.
Just roll him off?
Yeah. Can survive or hit whatever. It doesn't matter.
He's a long way down.
Okay, then fuck him. He's dead.
So sounds good. He's like over here.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Go ahead.
Before I push him off, I want to take whatever money or weapons
Sounds
he's got
good.
off of him.
So you start looting. Maddox like, shit, I'm sorry, man. Like, goes to put his hand like on Kilrick's back and is like, I was throwing him off the edge before I looted him. Damn. Maddox is bad. And then Nir just steps up and she's like on, like, technically there's like the path that goes up here. I kind of drew this on top of each other. It should be to the side. But kind of just like steps up and is playing like guard in between. And people are like, oh, no, oh. Do you... one guy's bold enough. He's like, are you selling any of those parts? And he's like, no. Okay, well, okay. And just like goes to walk off. You loot the bodies. There's only like, there's the dude that rolled off and there's him. If you go through and loot him up, let's see how much money you have. So with the 5,000 that you got from him, you have 8,000 gold. I'm sorry, not gold. And we got gold now. You have 8,000 credits altogether.
Total?
So total. So it's a decent amount, but it's not the best. You could buy fucking speeder bike or 2 speeder bikes with it, and it's going to be the highlight of your bills there. So, yeah.
I want to turn to the crowd.
Okay.
I want to tell them I will give 10,000 credits to whoever can get my ship up and running. 5,000 now, 5,000 upon completion.
And a few people are like,
All drugged up. Do you want a bunch of druggies working on your ship?
no,
If there's people here to pick it apart,
right. There's
people here
probably-
to put it back together.
Kill Rick, yo, from the hood. Anyway, so a few of them like walk up. They're like, oh no. Like, two guys are looking at each other like, I mean, we could do that, right? The guy's like, fucking 5,000 credits, yeah, well, sure we can do that. And the two guys like step up and they're like, yeah, we could do it. What? Is everything here? And they're like looking around at it. Do you have? I think you might be missing
Does it
it.
look like everything's here? Fuck no, everything's not here. You gotta get parts too.
I mean, are you paying for parts?
Yeah, I'll pay for parts. 10,000 credits total just to put it together in 3 days.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we do it, yeah. And they just like start walking past you, and these two guys are doing it. As they're walking past, like since you turn to address the crowd, Nanir like leans to them and he's like, "You fuck us, and we'll push you off the edge like the rest of them." That body that you checked, she just like puts a foot on him and just slides him off the edge. And they're like, yeah, okay. And they just like start like, get that, put that over here, and they're just like trying to rush this fucking thing together. And now I get to roll an assload of mechanics check. So it's the adventure of Kilrick, Maddox, and Nanir. I think that they bonded well. Here we go, starting off strong. Oh man. So the one guy like goes to do shit, and the other guy's like, "No, put that down. That doesn't fucking go." Oh god, fucking put it down. It looks like he kind of beat a street, but you notice that like one guy's like fighting with the other guy to not fuck this up, and the other guy, oh well, he's doing just as bad. So this is like a Tweedledee and Tweedledum moment as you watch them. They're both like, no, that doesn't fucking go there. Put that here. Bring that. Get the. Where's the shit? We need this piece. And like, they look like they're not accomplishing anything because they're just fucking like flustered and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. They got 3 days and they haven't taken any money from you yet. But yeah. So as
is it still my turn?
yeah, whatever you want to do. Combat's pretty much over. So unless you want to start it again.
I want to go ahead and get on the comm link
Okay.
and try to talk to the other group
Okay.
and let them know what I know about Giral
Okay.
and how the rat went for him
Okay.
in the room that they're supposed to be in.
You can.
But we're in two separate.
Right. The comlink is got an okay range on it, but and you're like honestly from where you are versus where they are, you're relatively close because you're literally just like this purple circle is actually like on the outside of the orange thing, but you're really not very far away. Are you picking a single person, or are you just like you can just like calm everyone, like a so to speak, like a conference call, or like we just open channel everyone on?
I'll open channel.
Okay. So the three of you, your little thing goes cheep cheep. All of you took comm links, so it like chirps on, and fucking Kilrick's voice shoots out of it, and it's like, I guess it's four of you technically, because I forget that Volseem is in there and Kilrick's out. And let's set up a moment where Volseem and Kilrick have to RP together, and just watch Alex talk to himself.
Yeah.
I have to do that all the time. It's so unfortunate. I'm like, no, you shut. You suck. You're fucking stupid. I'm gonna kill you. Like, who is who? What is going on here? So you, Chum, with the four of you comes on, and you're like, you relay everything. You're like, the rat came here and tore the shit out of my ship and sold it off. Fucking bastard. And you're like, and apparently he ran off to find some drawl. He's looking for him, and man, we got to get that bastard. And for all of you in the room with the people, this is just like an open comlink.
Oh, it's just blasting it out into the room.
Yeah, so Valseem and Risa are just like, this is just going off of the room. I'm going to roll like a handful of perception checks, because most people probably don't give any shits. But there's a few key people in there that probably shouldn't hear that. Oh, shit.
Yeah. We'll see.
I will... holy shit. Okay, well, that one's got it. Alright. So, one of the bodyguards that are around the table, like, perks up and, like, looks towards the boss, or the guys at the table, and, like, does a head gesture towards the group. And the guy nods, and he starts moving towards the crowd, towards where either Valseem or Risa is. Like, you don't really know who he's going for right this second, but he's coming towards both of you. Because I imagine Valseem's kind of like out here. Well, maybe even like out here, because he was trying to go for the person who's just getting spice. And then Risa's like kind of in the doorway trying to just mingle it up. So, and then Bruto, which is, his name's not Bruto, but I just meant big barley dude, who's an Aqualash, which they have the big fucking face tusks. They look really nasty. Aqualash. Yeah, they look like... sometimes they have 4 eyes, sometimes they have 2 eyes. Yeah, they look really... Sometimes
Not
they're...
inviting that to dinner. Good God.
Yeah. This is the one from the book. Now, see, that one looks like a badass. But that one in the picture looks just gross. It sort of looks like something a fly threw up. Just looks nasty. Yep. So, yeah, there's a nice, super shitty graphic one. What the fuck is this? That is not... What the fuck is it? An Aqualash warrior?
Russell?
Oh, he is. He is an Aqualash warrior with a fucking chain thing. There is some weird... Rancho Obi-Wano. What the fuck? Rancho Obi-Wan. Inspiring through the force of magic.
Spanish Star Wars.
That's fucking... God, there's some weird shit out there. Okay, so that's what an Aqualash looks like. Big Aqualash dude comes up and is like moving towards one of you guys. Yeah. What do you guys want to do? How we... I don't know if I can see... It says I can't see. Alright, I'm probably... I think I'm going to call it here. Got 3 hours and it's like 10 o'clock. But you guys are being pursued by the bodyguard. By them. And, yeah. So it's good. It's good. So, Stargazer avoided being drugged. And, Kilrick got a bunch of kills on him. Rissa's hitting it up and now just got her, not cover blown, but like, she'll have to be like, ow. I just punched the desk because I'm stupid and dramatic. What?
In my headphones, it sounded like you farted.
Oh. My wife's crazy. I just actually punched the desk because I was being dramatic. And she's like, I thought you farted. And I'm like, what the fuck? My fart's that bad? Yeah. Good. I'm going to give you guys... So there'll be... Got 12 experience for the session. So you only lost like 3, which is ridiculously good.
How much did we get last time?
That is a good question. I will give you, since we didn't do the thing, I'll give you a flat 10. And then MVP last time you gave it to Connor. I've already added that on the Connor sheet. Last time, I will give MVP to... I'm going to say my GM goes to... we'll say Rissa, because she was the first one to be like, I don't trust that little shit. Before anything fucking happened. He came in the room and was just doing his shit. And that was actually like 2 sessions ago. Or when we were talking about shit on the RP. She was like,
that was
I don't...
still in the chat, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
she was like, I don't trust that little shit. And I'm like, yeah. You be suspicious. So, Rissa, that'll give you an extra 5. And then you guys get to pick an MVP for this time.
I think it goes to Kilrick.
I think...
Kilrick for sure. That's where I was leaning to.
Finger in the wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a
I'll give
hard
it to
ass.
Kilrick.
Oh, you're gonna give it
And
to
you're
Kilrick?
more than
Yes, I
welcome to
don't
vote
wanna
for
be
yourself.
biased, but-
Yeah. No, you're perfectly fine voting for yourself. You're absolutely... You can be like, yeah, I was fucking awesome. Because if people think that you suck, then they just won't vote for you. Like, I've had plenty of players be like, don't I deserve it? Mark. Love him. But he's always like, come on, what about this? I did this. And I'm like, that's good, but we will figure out who we like. You don't need to talk yourself up. If you've earned it, we will give it to you. Dude, Mark is a force user, like, say, our Stargazer, and he killed a guy with a chair. There was a chair on fire, and he doesn't have his force moved strong enough to, like, hurt people with it, so he just kept lighting the chair on fire and rubbing it up against the guy. And the guy was like, fuck, and he was just like, ha, and the guy's like, God damn it! He spent, like, the entire fight just trying to put himself out and was just taking burn damage, and he'd be like, he's like, God damn! He just rubbed a chair on the dude until he burned it out. I'm like, dude, that's beautiful. That is some use of force move right there. I managed to cut my finger with my wedding ring when I punched the desk.
The desk.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Fucked it up.
Some TAO and a dry dressing.
There's your doctor right there, going to town. So Kilrick, I will give my MVP on this one to Connor because he fucking hacked. You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'll do it. Connor got 2, so he's gonna get another one. Because he hacked the whole fucking casino system and made almost more money than Kilrick did selling his own ship. So what I'm going to do is real quick before we stop, I'm going to go into everyone's character sheets. So Connor and Kilrick and Stargazer and Valsim and Risa. So I'm going to edit them. So when I add this in, you'll see your available points because I'll add them in like that. So you will get, by default, you'll get 22 experience for last session and then this session.
Yeah.
And then Connor gets an extra 5, so he's getting 27. So he's going to get 33, or 433. And then 27 and 5, so 23. Yeah? Yeah. 5 minus that. Okay, so it's there. And then, so by checking this here, he's the only one who can see it. And so what I'll do if I ever edit your guys' characters is if I click on just him, then you'll get like an email notification that I did it. They don't really matter. If they're annoying, I can stop doing it. I just like to check people so you know I fucked with your character. Kilrick. So Kilrick's still at the base of and I'll go through and before next session I'll make sure everyone's sheets are up to par. I went through the last group since we played them and I set them all up and it just takes a while to do. So Kilrick gets 5 extra, plus he gets 22, which means he's at 27. So he's at 427. And he has 20 not just 27. 427 is total, and then I just pull a backslash and he has 27 points available. So that's what he has available to spend still. And if I just track it like that, so the 2 of you can see this, I'll uncheck. I will check Valsim and I'll check Archmelon. Boom, in there. And you guys get an email notification. If it's annoying, like I said, it's not a huge deal. I mean, it's just another email to delete. But Kilrick, and then we got Stargazer. So Stargazer, go ahead. And I put your picture, your
I
picture
saw.
on there. So, and you can. It's easy to do something like that. So like if you're on the webpage, you just click image embed, and you'll like click it, and then you'll upload the image, and then you can like put in whatever you want in there. So it's easy to upload images and stuff. So she gets 422. She's got 22 available. And then her. And so you see those are always checked because when we set up our accounts, we said we want to see everything. And it's a little annoying, but we're also really nosy, so we want to know everything that happens. We'd rather you do the work to try to like unclick us than for me to not see whatever's going on here. Volseem. Oh, don't look at Volseem's experience. Why the fuck is Volseem such a badass? And then look at all these red marks because all the names that are in there.
Is there not a way to right-click that and
I can
set
add
it to
them
the
in.
vocabulary?
Yeah,
or-
I could add them in to the dictionary certainly on them. I just don't ever do it. It would actually make things a lot easier. Doesn't know Sith. What the fuck is wrong with this thing?
Right. Can't use the site anymore.
What the fuck? How is this one not registered? That's not good. Wait, there's a lot of...
Let's just hope that you spelt the shit right, too.
Well, some of the names I made up, so I guess if I spelt those wrong, I'm just fucked anyway. Look at all that Juju in there. Get all that Juju. Yeah, always? Sure. Don't forget that L. English. So uncheck, uncheck, uncheck. And anything you edit, me, the Chronicler, which is Adam, and Torval, which is Danny, are automatically going to be checked. We did that on purpose, so if you don't want to uncheck them, that's fine. Because you guys are GM only, they'll only be able to see this bit right here. They'll only be able to see this little bit up top. They can't do anything with that. They can't see. I can see everything no matter what you do. I can actually put notes in your character sheet that you can't see. So if I wanted, I could go into, let's say, Volseem, and I could. There's a GM only category, and I'd be like, this prick is gonna kill the motherfucking rat, bitch. And then I can be like, yeah, and that's not even. Look at all this un-English I do. Look at all this derp
Well,
tard.
there's so many little squiggly lines.
Yeah, look, that's exactly
He
why.
doesn't even know prick. What kind of language is
Well, that's not. If I spelled it right, maybe you would know. I put Priny. Like, what the fuck is my hand even doing? What good are these things? So now when I save it, see this little GM only thing? Only I can see this no matter what. So I can put little notes in. And I have plenty of characters
Mr.
like...
K.
yeah, I did. Prick! And I had
you
Pri.
start?
Yeah, I'm fucking, man. I'm lucky bitch is spelled right. I just like put a bunch of Q's and things. So, alright, going through her. And you got 22 as well. Boom, boom. Oh, you got 5 more from before, so you get 27. You got 5 from the first thing. So Connor got 2, Kilrick got 1, and Risa got 1. So slash 27. Oh, I don't think I wrote that in his. So even though this character is like a secret, if you check one of us, we can see it, but we can't. Then we'll go into the character. Like the other people can see it, but they can't go into it. They can click on it, but then they can't see all that shit. Let me make sure I got Volseem's. I did. Okay, 22. All right, so there's that in there. Dice ruler, slip on ship on there. This broken thing I had, Pike Syndicate. So, you guys are dealing with the Pike Syndicate. Stuff's good. Yeah, it's going to be good. You guys killed a good chunk of people, got a bunch of money. This was an incredibly lucrative thing. You saved Stargazer from being drugged and probably all kinds of other things done. So people that are players that don't play, I give them a courtesy 5 experience. So if they want to continue to being in the campaign but aren't going to not include themselves, but if they aren't able to make it, can't do whatever, I try to just include them as little bit. So I just give them a flat 5 for every session we do. So as long as Michael still shows some interest, then I'll keep him along, and I'll just get 5 experience. The NPCs get locked out. They advance whenever I need them to advance or whatever, but they pretty much don't advance. I don't worry about leveling up my PCs unless, like in this group, Nanir's probably my number 1. So if I feel like I want to make sure she progresses with you, I'll make sure she progresses with you. But other than that, they just kind of go in. Most of the time on an NPC that I care about, I will take the average of the group, and that's where I'll keep my NPC at. So usually they're like a little low for the lower side and a little high for some of the lower ones. So, yeah. But, I tried to unhide him, but apparently I didn't do that. What the fuck? I don't have him as a secret, but I still showed him as a secret. Okay. So, it's good. There we go. Now he's lit up. That feral bitch. Look at that bitch. Look at that bitch. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's Nanir. Turtle. Ruda. Everyone. Oh, this guy's dead.
If you didn't know, we got Kilrick and Maddox coming for him, and
yeah,
pretty fucking scary.
Yeah.
Kilrick went from like 2 to like 15.
He did. He definitely took it up a notch. So the kid is dead. Man, they fucking killed that dude. I guess I'll just secret him and say he's dead. Well, I should just delete him. Bye-bye, buddy. They killed this kid. I mean, he looks like a badass in here, but it's not really quite what he looks like. He's a Devroni, which is, they look like devils. And, they,
the one that I leg-fingered?
What? No, in the other campaign.
Oh, okay.
In the main campaign today, they were, like, pissed because they thought they were come here to find this little kid. He's, like, 17. And they, like, did all this shit. They fought with him, and he's mute, and they're having, like, difficult time dealing with him. They're getting pissed off. And it turns out that, like, the kid was just used to, like, lure them to what they really needed to be here for was this fucking pissy old badass dude whose name starts with an A. I'm gonna just leave it at that. And then, yeah. And so they were really mad that they did all this work to, like, protect this kid. So Scalper just sent a pack of hyenas. The situation was over and all the fighting was over, and Scalper just ran out and was like, "Run, boy!" And he's like, and just like locks up for a second and then goes to run, and he just sends this pack of hyenas and they just eat the shit out of him. And everyone's like, "What is going on here? We're not. This is bad." But it was good. It was good. So I'm excited.
Like watching a child be mauled by hyenas.
Yeah, no, I was like,
Serpentine. We suggest serpentine.
Yeah, go back and forth. Serpentine motion. Barrel roll. Do it now. Absolutely. So yeah.
There's a sausage behind you. Maybe that'll distract him for a minute.
It might have. Or he should have he had like a pet with him. To Stargazer's dismay, this was a seeker like her, and he had a pet, and they just mauled the both of them to death. They just fucking mauled the shit out of him. It was bad. It was really bad. But it was good. It was good. Start in there. I guess I gotta go in here and do this. How do you guys feel about this? I want to go in here and I'm gonna do 2 of these, and I'm gonna write this. Oh, not 3.
Going a little crazy on the bracket.
And then just to be a dick, I'm going to email everyone, but then put the page as GM only. So what'll happen is everyone will get a notification that I edited this page, but they'll go to the page and there'll be no edit. They'll be like, "What the fuck? This is stupid. What happened?" I do it all the time.
I think you might have messed that up.
Yeah? How?
I don't think the GM box was checked before you submitted it.
Oh, it wasn't, but the part of it is GM. So watch, if I go to it, whatever I was in factions. So this top part you guys can see, but you guys can't see this when you're on your pages. So this stuff that's on the GM only, you guys can't even see this shit. You'd only see this stuff up here.
Where's the screen capture button? Just
Yeah,
kidding.
no, that's fine. I'm not worried about these. These are factions that everyone pretty much knows about. You guys just haven't addressed yet. And the only one that the orange links are the functional links. The purple links means I haven't even put anything on them. So if I click on this, it'll just go to create a link. So it's not like there's anything I'm worried about you seeing. So the orange links means they're functional. You can click on an orange link. I'll go into shit. Boop boop. And you'll see everything. Here's a nice little. It's like go to like GM notes. Oh god, oh god, oh god. There's everyone. Oh, there's all kinds of goodies. Look at all this notes.
Let's watch it to Lillian's.
What?
I didn't see anything. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, here's
I
some
was
more notes.
making it up as a joke.
Oh, that's all good.
Now
There's all
he's all
kinds.
checking. Hey, never mind. I mean, I meant that. Look slowly throughout that.
There's plenty of stuff in there. Most of the things in those notes are from the sessions we've already done, so I'm not worried about it at all. And I like to fuck with people, so it's good. Yeah. So you guys, yeah, that was pretty good. All in all, we dicked around a little bit in the beginning. We were kind of rough to start out, but that was good. That was a pretty smooth, nice little session. Hopefully we can get them in pretty solid and spend it to where we plow through it pretty smoothly. It's nice to like fool around, joke around, whatever. And I rant off all the time. And I won't penalize you guys if I'm the one dicking around. And you're more than welcome to be like, hey, didn't we do whatever? Or just like focus on topic, because even if I'm not penalizing you guys, it still wastes the time we have to do this. And it doesn't bother me at all, because I can rant about anything. Yeah, but we'll be set to we'll play in 2 weeks. We'll play on Saturday again. And the reason why we do wait 2 weeks, it just makes it a little easier on me, because on the off weeks I do the other group.
Yeah.
So it's just, there's a lot of shit. Main page here, just as like another note, there's a click to the drive, even though guys will have it. And then this is like a really good thing to kind of look at. This is everything that's canon as of kind of right now. So if there's something you've seen or haven't seen or whatever, it's good to go. So if you guys want to hear for something kind of silly, this is Clone Wars. It should be episode...
So not to derail things, but I'm going to be out of town for sure on the 10th.
Okay.
I can probably message back and forth, but I don't know how reception is going to be for mobile to do Skype or anything like that. We can talk about it beforehand and decide what Riza's going to do, or I can just like text Alex, or I don't know how we're going to make it work. I'm going to be in Montana.
Okay.
So, I
I
won't be here.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
and I
We
might
could...
be driving that. No, I should be in Florida by then.
Okay.
It just kind of depends on Wi-Fi and all that.
Right. It's all good. And if we lose like 2 of you, we may just like skip a session, or I can work with shit out with the other 2 people there. But if we lose like half the group, I like to kind of just call it, because I don't want to feel like...
Or we could do it next weekend instead, or tomorrow.
Next weekend is when I do the other campaign.
I think we could do that. It's a 3-day weekend.
That is very true.
I'm sorry. No pressure. I know,
I
Jan.
know.
You have
Well, next weekend.
Scott's like, I hate all of you.
I don't hate all of you. I just I forget sometimes that I've
weekend.
yeah. So Dead Rain, and so that should be fun too if you guys can make that. It'll be good. That'll be a nice, just senseless violence. That'll be a lot of kill Rick and things up. So if you guys, not that it matters a whole lot, but these 4 episodes on the Clone Wars, they involve the Pike Syndicate. So if you want to like, it's kind of cool to like see what you're interacting with.
Hold on. Can you hover over that again?
Yep, no problem.
It looks like Wikipedia, just pikes.
Yep, and then there's
Easy.
it shows like when you read appearances, it shows stuff, and these are like the books they're in and stuff like that. So I've got the Dark Discipline, which is a great book. Yeah, but then you can always look up the episodes, and it's just kind of cool to like see what you like the type of people you're interacting with, or what they are in other parts of the world. Yeah. But yeah.
So, the Monday after the last session we had, time just doesn't exist for me. And every day following that, I was like, oh, David, this Saturday is the Saturday. It has totally been 2 weeks.
It's like it's been 3 days.
It's been 3 days.
It is
And then
still
it was, like,
it is still
literally
Saturday.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be this Saturday. It's totally been that long. So
It
don't
happens.
mind me.
No, that's fine. And you're more than welcome to like shoot the shit about stuff or whatever. Adam is like, he hosts this other game that I play in, and he has like a super crazy awesome raging boner for my campaign right now, which is great because I hold him in very high regard as far as GMs go. So the fact that he's like geeking out over my campaign is awesome. But he like texts me all the time and he's like, hey, what's going on here? I'm gonna do this. What about this? What do you think about this for him? I'm like, dude, that sounds great. Sounds fucking awesome. Man, that looks gnarly as hell.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
That dude looks badass. So this is another
Yeah,
one
he
of our
does.
campaigns.
He's kind of smiling too. Like he's
he's a little-
super scary, but he's like kind of enjoying it.
Yeah. Terms of
I'm gonna
negotiation.
cut all these bitches.
I don't know who
Got
the
a
fuck
big
made
sword.
that. Does. This is another campaign we're in. I'm in with him. So we have a bunch. Core. There's my white witch. Yeah. Look at that
I don't see her.
on this side here.
Whoa, that's a
Oh,
lot.
whoa, she's a badass. Look at all
Yeah,
that
she's a
blood.
badass. Look at all that. And we just a lot of times we just find pictures. So honestly, like, go to fucking Pinterest. Oh, English.
You get on Pinterest.
Dude, man, for character shit, for D&D, there is so much shit. Like, I don't get on it. Where the fuck am I on?
That's a butt.
Am I even? I'm not even.
Lots
Oh,
of beauty care.
Ignore the yoga pants.
no. You want to know why this is like this? Because
They're
I am.
comfortable.
Because I am not the person signed into this. Because that is not my name. Because this would be all Star Wars shit. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Anyway. Don't get me wrong, yoga pants are good. But I'm like, where the fuck is all the cool shit? How the fuck do I get out of here?
Don't use Pinterest.
Oh my god.
I would
What
assume
kind
the
of-
upper right-hand corner where it's got the little person icon.
Yeah.
That's my get. No, I was wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
So now let's see. I gotta remember what fucking email address this is. But
Continue as Lauren. Got a little Facebook
oh, look what you know. Look at how smart you is.
She's on it.
This should look considerably better. Oh, yeah, there's some Star Wars shit, random shit, but like, if you get the right shit going, there are so many
Shit,
badass.
He's awesome.
There's so many badass photos on here. Just like, type something in. What do you got? Let's see. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? That's not at all what I wanted.
Almost got a whiskey, coke, and
There you go. So look, like you can just
He would
get.
have survived it.
There's just like a ton of shit. Like Pinterest is most people you like associate it with just like recipes and
Wedding
shit.
planning.
Yeah, and just random
crazy
crap. But
diet
there's so
fads.
many shit. Like here's my. Is this even my? I don't know if this is even the one I use. Oh yeah, it is. Here we go. It's like. Man, sci-fi shit, pirates, dude, look at these fucking barbarians. They're just bad. I'll just like, man, I want to make a gnarly character, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I just fucking click on every damn barbarian thing I can, and I'm like, look at this motherfucker right here. I want one of those. I don't know where I'm gonna put him. I'll keep him in the
Muscles have
basement.
muscles.
Yeah. Dude, look at that chick. She looks fucking awesome. So Pinterest is ridiculous, and like I thought, man, it's just a bunch of old women looking for crazy shit. But there's so much just like feeding shit. You want to look up ships? Boom. Here's just a ton of Star Wars ships. So, is honestly a really good place to find shit if you're ever going to like do anything or host like that. I'm like, all right, fantasy shit. I need a bunch of ridiculous, man, like I need a picture for this thing and I'll just let it, where this shouldn't be in here. God damn it. Oh, wait. That goes in a different folder. I'm so anal about my organization. Fucking get the fuck out of here. There we go. Like this is one of the pictures I used for one of my characters I was playing in the other campaign. There's just so much good shit. This is I have a lady who drives a mech pilot, and I use that picture for it. She's gnarly as fuck. Yeah, but just
She looks like Pam
she does. She does.
from Archer. I got that vibe from her.
She does.
I love this. I have
You
a
better
folder.
just kill me.
I have a folder that I have been adding to since middle
Cocaine
school. All my
pudding,
different
more
like,
cocaine pudding.
Just like-
that looks very similar.
Yeah. And there's just like,
Yeah.
there's just,
good, thank you.
there's so much shit you can find. Like, I will spend quite a bit of time just like look at this fucking bounty hunter. Who didn't want one of those? Fuck yeah. Yeah. Spend a lot of time just like fucking pulling up shit on. Yeah, there's my Revan. There's my boy. Anyway, you guys don't want to just look through my Pinterest all day.
I really like that Togruta picture. That was cool. I don't know where it
this
went.
one?
That one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ahsoka.
Oh wow, she is cool, isn't she?
She's a
That is
She
fucking.
looks fierce.
She's badass. Yeah. So there's like it's cool, easy to find shit, ridiculous shit, cool shit, crazy shit. It's gonna be a lot of like really dumb shit half the time, but yeah, it's good. All these little chibi things. Yeah. Look at that
Thank
Wookiee. Look at that fucking Wookiee.
I like Kylo Ren one.
Yeah, but like if you're ever looking for shit, honestly, Pinterest is a fucking great place to go. As weird as it is, and I would never associate it with this stuff, but look at this. Yeah. Luckily Vader's dead, so we don't have to deal with him because that would suck. But anyway,
He makes me sad.
the
I don't
Vader's
like
dead.
this.
Oh,
It breaks my heart.
yeah. Holly, my wife hates him. If I talk about Vader, she's like, "Don't fucking talk about that baby." Like, God.
I
She's
feel
like, "That
so
bitch."
bad for him because he is a baby.
He is,
a
he is.
baby, and that's sad.
He is young and he's naive and he's stupid and he lets a lot of stupid things affect him.
Oh man, I missed a lot. Because I love Anakin. I feel bad for Anakin. But I didn't.
But he's still in Darth Vader.
Right.
Well,
Like they're the same people.
They are.
There's just a
No,
different
Anakin-
facet.
you can't kill children and keep that beautiful person he was.
I think to a degree you
No,
can,
but it speaks to like his uncertainty and his fear of losing Padme. That the uncertainty and the fear are what makes Anakin Darth Vader. And so when you think about that,
But he hit
you feel
her.
bad for him.
I mean, it sort of sounds like every time that a dark point comes up, that's Stargazer sort of like slips into this dark draw, like part of her
Yeah.
feels this writhe. And that line, that's what makes the difference. It's easy to go across it. And apparently sometimes you kill a herd of children. And sometimes a herd of them.
I mean,
They travel in a herd, a
there's
gaggle.
a ton of children in there.
There was a lot.
He'll just run over the side of the cliff and scare him enough.
There's a-
I know you're right deep down, but like, oh,
It may just me be projecting that onto your character, but I sure do like to do that. I do it with one of my other players too, because he wants to stay on one side of the scale, and I'm like, you feel like you want to do this. He's like, would I really? And I'm like, yeah, you sure as shit would. Oh man. Yeah, we just pulled out random fucking. Oh man, I made a cyborg in this one sci-fi one. I don't know what the fuck happened to these photos.
Look at the kitties. He's
Yeah.
happy.
My kidneys are broken. Yeah, apparently it was an old photo bucket. Yep. I did, man, I don't know if I still have this. One of my worlds I've spent way too much time on, and I have... Nope, that's not it. I have, like, the universe, how the planets move, and, like, how everything lines up. All my planets is fucking... it's good. What you guys know about Hotline Miami? Yeah. Yeah. Do you like hurting people? Anyway. So, I think we're good. I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys very much. We'll do it again. And if we can't do it on the 10th, we'll just work it out. If we need to figure something out, we can. If it's on the same weekend, I can try to rearrange it a little bit in that weekend. But we'll just have to work it out. We'll play it by ear. We have 2 weeks to figure it out. And we'll go from there. And then those of you who are joining in the other campaign this weekend, like, awesome, I'm excited, and I guess I should be in the shot. So yeah, and should be good. So I'll cut the feed, and you guys have fun, and I probably won't post this for a while because I want to make my other players really suffer. So
Yeah.
So, but we can update our own things on the site, right?
Yep,
like
you
we
should.
can do our bios and stuff like that.
you can update all this shit,
I'm
and it's
probably gonna bother you later this week about that.
Not a problem at all. And so let me give you a little, I'll show you a little bit on there. You can put things in different areas because you may want to like tease the other players or like give them a little something so they know like a little bit about you. So there's a shit ton of categories. So we go to Risa and we go to edit. The first box is description. That would be like all the number crunchy kind of things. If you wanted to put in like maybe some stats and stuff like that, you don't have to by any means, but this would be the category. Biography is all your flair stuff. Like notes about your character or backstory things, or something you want to put in, maybe opinions they're having, and then GM only here, only I can put in. But where this category is, where all your stuff is, you can write whatever you want on all these categories, and just each player and me can see them. So even the other players in your group can't see them. But if you wanted, you can add more player secrets, and you can check who can see them. So like if we want to add another secret, and I wanted, let's say Risa, you wanted Risa, whatever. You wanted...
It's all right.
No, and then you wanted... Jocelyn's character C, you could check these both, and then Jocelyn would be able to look at it, and the two of you would know a secret that only me and the two of you would know. There's no way to exclude me, but you can easily like make a lot of notes in between each other. But anything up in these top two, anyone who can see the character can see, which is pretty much anyone.
You may want to change her to a female.
That's so everyone's character's like
My
that.
guy.
It's
Oh boy.
It's
I changed mine earlier.
It'll go back almost every time. It's
Oh.
you can randomly generate names, and it makes you choose whether you're male or female.
I got it.
It doesn't note it anywhere on your character sheet, unfortunately. But like if you go into any character that I've done, it's going to just say male because it just lies on. So.
Do you know anybody that is really good at drawing that maybe I can commission?
I know. Yeah, David's really good at drawing. Did he show you? Did you show? Oh, not David. Facebook. I just tried to go to david.com because I'm
Yes,
real
you
dumb.
did.
David sent me this. David. That's Holly. Holly drew that, my wife. And then David's drawing Stargazer. And then he drew this like Galaxy thing is freaking awesome, and this badass looking character here. He drew this thing, so David certainly could draw. So, and Holly doesn't draw anymore. She refuses to draw for me or anyone. So, good luck with
Why?
that. Because women and artists, it's a bad combination, I guess. She just is done doing it. I guess I don't know.
Oh,
I don't win the argument, so I just let it go. But she's done shit. And David's stuff is cool, so, and I like art, so I've actually paid for a lot of shit. Let's see if I can pull it up. I've spent like $500 to $600 on people drawing art for me. Easy. Let's see if I can find. Wow, there's shit. I wanted to write a story one time for characters in one of our other campaigns, and I had 9 characters commissioned by a super. See if I can find them still. No, apparently not. Man, I don't even know where they'd be. I don't know. Anyway, somewhere on here I've got these ridiculous characters that are fucking awesome, but I have no clue where the shit they are. What the fuck? Alright, let me...
We got you on a tangent. Are you gonna get in trouble for being on here for so late?
No. I mean, I'm not gonna get in trouble. I just... should
Probably
go.
pretty tired by now.
Yeah, I should probably go spend time with my wife. Right? Guess not.
Just probably leave me alone.
Probably. Man, I don't know where the fuck.
Why is he talking again? Please stop.
Can you just not? Man, I don't know where they are, but they're freaking awesome. Whatever. Anyway, maybe I'll post them into the chat sometime because I think they're on my hard drive. But they're ridiculously badass. Let's see if I can.
Were you calling me?
No, I was just being a butt. Oh God, why did I think that would be easy?
So I want you to know,
Yep.
I don't feel like I've had that much to drink, but I just tried to unzip my hoodie. That
Yeah,
is a
your pullover hoodie.
Yes.
Yep, this is her. So this lady who draws this stuff, she's done work for me. So this, I probably could find it on here. Here, you know what? Let's try.
She's from like Puerto Rico.
She's from Brazil.
Oh
Yep.
well.
So this lady, these badass shit, she's done a few drawings for me. Let's see. It's gonna be really, really, really old. Maybe I can
She
try to
probably has
just.
an album for just commission.
Wide childbearing hips.
She does draw a lot of. None of my characters like that. Let's look for the most badass one. No, what a dick.
I'm never mind. I'm not gonna announce that.
What? Oh my god.
I'm so used to TMI with you
That you don't know how to not TMI?
yeah.
Come on. Hopefully you guys don't mind me just burning up all your time doing this shit.
It's Saturday.
It's
We're
okay.
gonna do anything anyway.
There's a fucking
It's
Athorian.
10:30 here, but I'm probably gonna be farting around on the internet for at least the next 2 or 3 hours, so it's alright.
Oh my god, she draws so much shit.
They're really good. She does a good job.
She does awesome. I bought so much shit that I paid for like 3 classes she was going to for art shit. Because I fucking bought a bunch of shit. I really like art. I can't draw, so that's probably why. What the fuck is a search?
Right.
Ooh, Galactic Note Edge. SM. Dude, I really did. What the fuck? Butts. God damn it. Anyway, I'll find it. I'll post them to the thing once I find them because I know I've got them on a hard drive somewhere. Because she gave me the like Photoshop files because I was like, I really want the super duper BA files. But yeah, so I'll send them to you guys in there just because I don't know, I like showing off for shit. Thanks for playing, everyone, and we'll do this again in 2 weeks, and we'll it'll be good. So bye. I'm actually gonna close it out now.
Alright, have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you so
too.
much.
Bye bye.